Yo, people, what's going on? Again, another Red Talk. Man had to call an emergency meeting, fam, because it's been a mad weekend. What you man saying?
Like, fam, I'm gassed, you know.
Bruv.
Fam, we might be back.
Now, see, hey, don't do it, bro.
Bro, you might need to humble me, fam. You need to humble me.
It's hard not to get gassed. I can't even lie to you, bro. Especially when you see, people getting on to us because we signed Varane, and people expect us to do a Kanye West smile for 2 seconds and then act like nothing's happened.
Not only did we sign Varane, but we signed back for 40 million.
Bro,
£34 million.
It's 34 up front, bro.
Yeah, 40 million euros, blood. That's some joke thing. That is peanuts, bro.
That's why the big money.
We might just win the league.
Nothing. See, this is where I'm not going. Do you see what I mean?
Nah. Let me enjoy my moment. I said it in the chat. Let me enjoy my moment today.
Hey guys, clip that. Now.
I can't say that with my chest.
Listen,
you know what I mean? I want to challenge. I expect us to challenge, but what you just said there, I can't even repeat it. You know, that's how much I don't actually believe in it. But it should be a good title challenge. That's what
I'll be honest. I don't believe in it either. But today, we might as well be shameless, innit? Like, we've literally got one of the best centre-back partnerships in the Premier League.
Not that shameless, bro.
Nah,
but I hear you.
Like, you see, Chelsea and City, they're lacking a number 9. Fam, that will hinder them throughout the season. We can capitalize. We actually can. Like, at times, they're going to need that number 9, that focal point. We've got everything besides the number 6, but that's not an excuse not to go on and win the title.
Facts. Because we almost did it with Fred and McTominay last season. If we didn't have that terrible run of form when we drew 3 games in a row 0-0, and then we went down to third, I think, and still managed to finish second. If we won those games, who knows what could have happened, man? We were top of the league for a long time. Let's not forget.
Yes, you just have to adapt. Like, Pep had to adapt without a number 9. Tuchel came in thinking Werner was going to be the next big thing. Clocked he was shit, but that didn't stop him from winning the Champions League. So, there's no excuses for United this year. Like, I don't want to hear the whole we won't have a ball progressing number 6. Like, fam, the squad is good enough.
Yeah, but the squad was good enough last season, though, bro. Let's be honest. The squad was good enough last season, innit? But what these signings do is any sign of an excuse now, you don't have one.
Exactly.
You don't have one now, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man got 85 million to spend for Maguire, and then man's brought in one of bruv, he's probably the best centre back that money can buy for that price in the world, innit? You ain't gonna get a player of his experience, of his level, for 30 odd million pounds sterling ever in your life. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get a player, especially the way the transfer market is set up right now, innit? To get a player of that caliber for that price, not only is that not Man United but bro, these things just don't happen in football, innit? Like, this is literally an opportunity to capitalize on a situation that wouldn't normally happen. Players of Varane's experience do not get into the last year of their contract, bro. Like, it doesn't really happen. Do you know what I mean? So it's literally a once in a lifetime opportunity to pick up a player that's been there, done it, won everything, and now we got to see what impact he has on the team.
And he's still
I don't expect him to come in. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter, though. I would say that doesn't really matter.
But he's not dying down towards the end of his career kind of thing, innit? He's still gonna enter his prime kind of thing.
No. I don't think so. I think he's in his prime, and he's been in his prime for a while. Like, I don't think he'll enter his prime, bro. I think depending on the kind of footballer you are, your prime years are at different times, innit? I think people get stuck in this thing where, your prime's 27, 28. It depends on what kind of footballer you are, bro. Like, Mbappe's in his prime now, bro, and he's 21. Like, players' primes occur at different times depending on what their attributes are, when they break through, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? And I think that Varane's prime probably started about 4 seasons ago, and he's still in it, but I'd say he's coming towards the end of his prime. But even so, he's still of a level that doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll improve.
His prime is still 10 times better than Victor Lindelof.
Of course it is. But that's not the conversation we're having. Like, when someone's in their prime, that's the peak of that. I mean, the prime is your peak of your powers. I don't think he's at the peak of his powers. I think that he's at a very, very high level, but I think that he was a better player maybe 2 seasons ago. That's not to say that he's not good now. You know them ones. It's just like Thiago Silva's still a top centre back, but he's not in his prime. His prime was about 4 or 5 years ago, innit? But bruv, for 30 odd million pound for Varane, come on, bruv. Behave yourself.
No.
Can't say no, man. Like, come on, bro. If a man said, bruv, there's a lot of footballers I'd take for 30 million that aren't Varane, innit? So how can man not be happy with that? Yeah, bro. What are you saying?
Nah, for the experience you're getting for 30 M's, that's wavy. Like, I'm not even trying to ban Arsenal in any way, but they went and paid like 50 for Ben White.
But there you go. That puts everything into perspective, bro. I would take Ben White for 30 million pounds. Yeah, I would have for 30. If man said 30, when I was hearing 50s and I was thinking you're smoking crack, but 30 million, you'll be like, you know what? If he's shit, it's 30 million, isn't it? If man get a Varane for 30 million, bro, it's a mad thing.
Wait,
like,
wasn't Diallo like 40 with add-ons?
Yeah,
with add-ons, yeah. That's what I mean. And there's rumors of him going out on loan. That's what I'm saying. This Varane deal, yeah, not just because it's Varane. It's more times. It's because of how much he costs, bro. Because if man said, "Oh, 70 million for Varane," I'll say, "Yeah, that's dead." We were getting quoted 70 million for him, bro, at the beginning, and I was like, "I don't want him for that." But 34 million pound, bruv, that's half that.
I think Madrid rushed into selling him because they need the P's and they need time to go out and invest it. Because here's the thing, they could have played hardball all the way till the end, but then eventually, either he stays and he's not happy, or they get the money towards the end, but they ain't got time to go out and replace him.
Yeah, but I don't think Real Madrid are rushing out to replace him. I think Real Madrid already have their replacement in mind. Real Madrid don't do business like that. Real Madrid didn't even try and stop him from leaving, blood. And that tells me that they already know who their replacement is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, there are a lot of things, but Real Madrid, like, them man are the masters of tapping players up and that. They probably got a verbal agreement with someone else.
Yeah, because he came back from holiday literally 2 days after. Today was the second day that he trained, or third day, and everything's done already. Like, it went quick. As soon as he came back, it was finalized. So yeah, maybe you're right. They do have a replacement in mind, but obviously we don't know.
Yeah, but even then, their replacement is going to be Koundé or Pau Torres. Man, they ain't better than Rafael Varane.
Do you think Real Madrid will be in for Koundé? I don't think
so. Like, what other centre backs are they really available right now?
I don't think Ancelotti would want someone like Koundé, bro.
But when it's Real Madrid, yeah, they don't even have to be available. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's Real Madrid.
Yeah,
no, but in general, yeah, they're not
to Real Madrid, but I can't see Koundé going there. I don't think.
No, but
personally, I don't think it's good enough.
In general, yeah, there ain't many centre backs better than Rafa Varane in the world right now, which is why it's kind of like no matter who they get, it's probably going to be a downgrade. So I'm calm.
It doesn't make sense from their end. Like, they should have tried tying him down to a new deal, but it looks like they need the money. From the looks of it.
I don't think they do though, because it's not a lot of money. What's 30 million to Real Madrid, bro? Like, honestly, I don't think it's a money thing at all, bro. Like, Real Madrid, what's 34 million gonna do for them? Like, when's the last time Real Madrid have signed a player for that much anyway? But Real Madrid don't really do business like that.
I think the last time they paid 30 million for a player was Toni Kroos, bro. When you moved from Bayern Munich, and that was like what 2014 after the World Cup.
Well, there you go. Like, Real Madrid ain't that kind of club. It's like, oh, we need 30 million and that. They're not that kind of club, innit? So that for real, that just tells me that they probably already got a replacement lined up, and they weren't really fussed about losing it.
Yeah,
they weren't really that fussed, innit? Because I think they're saying that he's going to be on over. I think he's going to be on like 11 million a year or something like that, near enough.
That's not bad, because I think at Real he's on like 10.3.
Yeah,
so he's getting like a small pay rise.
Yeah, so he's getting a little increase. But the fact that Real Madrid didn't want to give him any more money, I don't know whether he fell out with Perez, or they're just not really fussed with, man, or they know something we don't. Hopefully it's not that. You know them ones, a man steps out on the pitch and it's a Mazzoline, and then you get me, man, ain't got him no more. Like, because fam, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's a pay rise, but it's not a massive pay rise.
That's what everybody's saying. They're like, fam, for a player like Varane, who's known worldwide, why on earth would Real Madrid let him go for that cheap?
With no resistance.
They must know something that we don't know as of now.
I just hope it's got nothing to do with his fitness or something, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I hope.
I hope
not, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want this to be the Di Maria moment in it when he came in and everyone was gassed, bro. And that's the one thing that's the one thing I'm skeptical about, because I've been here for the Di Maria and the Falcaos and that, and them things there like were massive false dawns. We thought they were gonna come hit the ground running, transform us into title contenders. We thought, yo, United had turned the corner, they're signing Galacticos and that, and then it didn't work out. So it's one of them ones where I'm not gonna go and say, oh yeah, we're gonna win the league now, because I still think that there's still Tuchel, there's still Klopp, and there's still Pep. They're gonna have a lot to say about that, innit? And trust me, bruv, you can't really put a bus driver in a Ferrari, blood. Do you know what I mean? He's not gonna drive it like Lewis, blood. Lewis will beat him in a go-kart, blood. That's just how it is, innit? And it's just it's a bit mad right now for me. So as much as I'm loving the direction that it seems like we're going into in terms of signing players, like we still need the glue to put them together in it, and I don't believe we have that. I still think that United's biggest problem as a football team is the actual structure and not the personnel in terms of on-field personnel, because there are teams with worse players that play better football than us, have better cohesion and seem to know what they're doing in it. Like conceding over 40 odd goals, last season, it's not a good look, bruv. And our home record was shambolic as well. So those are all things that had nothing to do with personnel.
I think if United do go on to win the league, it won't be convincing. Like they won't assert their dominance in a way in comparison to like if a City or Liverpool won it. But fam, we can just grind it out the same way we grinded out second last year.
We could, you know. But then it comes down to Oli to utilize the squad properly, rotate when
That's
needed,
the problem,
rest the players when needed. Don't do it like last season when they ask you about Bruno and then you say, "Oh, I have to ask him if he wants to play." Like, don't do that. If he needs a rest him. If he needs to be subbed, sub him off. I'm still hearing things about Rashford that Manchester United need to delegate whether
Has he not had that up yet?
No, they need to delegate whether he needs the operation or not. Bro, just let the man have his surgery, please. We've got enough players to cover on that left wing for as long as Rashford's going to be out. If it's 2, 3, 4 months, that's calm. Let him come back when he's fully fit. What do you mean you need to delegate whether he needs the surgery or not? He needs it. He needs it.
Game.
I think Rashford wants to have the surgery, and I think it's Oli.
Yeah, he wants to. I think it's Oli who potentially doesn't want him to take it.
But the thing is, like, if you look at our attackers right now, Martial, forget Rashford for a second. Martial, Cavani, Greenwood, Sancho, those are 4 forwards, which are enough at the start of the season kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
If Rashford is missing the first couple months, so it's calm.
It should be.
Go get the surgery.
That's
100%.
See, Liverpool do an entire season with 3 months.
Yeah. Literally.
So like, I don't get it. Like, fam, it's football, innit? You have to adapt. Sometimes your best players get injured. That's why it's a squad game. But with United, it's like the same 11 week in, week out, and then everybody starts crying when we get injuries. Like, it's
but I think
it's right in front of us
this year, because the schedule's back to normal, innit? Oli could get I'm not saying Oli's gonna get away with it, but like there's less chance compared to last season, kind of thing, of injuries picking up.
Why?
Because now last season, the season was 6 weeks shorter, innit? This season is back to normal. So the games are still going to be like once or twice a week kind of thing, instead of like us having like 4 games in like 11 days and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. He'll have a little bit more rest, but I still think that the manager that uses his team better and uses his squad better and rotates the best is gonna have the best chance, bro. Because as good as man say that United are, bro, like it's only the starting 11, bro. Like United's second team still, if United make more than 3 changes, I worry for them at any given time, bro.
No, but the thing is, with that, it's not that the second string players are bad. I just think it's kind of like when we see the second string, they just don't have match fitness, and that's on Oli's rotation. I actually rate our squad very, very highly. Like people are saying our midfield's bad. Our midfield has Nemanja Matic, Fred, Paul Pogba, Bruno, and Donny van de Beek, and that's without like me mentioning Scott McTominay. Those are 5 very good midfielders if you utilize correctly. Our defense, if you're looking at squad depth, Tele Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, potentially Dalot. Our centre backs are calm, with now Lindelof and Bayer's backup. And obviously our attack is calm. Our second string players are calm. It's just all these rotation.
It's not fitness, it's lack of direction, bro. And that's the point. Like, we don't have a style of play. We don't have a system that's implemented. So when you get players playing with players that they haven't played with no clear direction, You get kamikaze blood, and that's what Man United is, bro. Like man had to listen to QPR fans singing Ollie's at the wheel, bro. While getting touched, bro.
But I was
like
close to
that.
going to that game.
Bro, I'm glad I didn't go, blood. Like that. I had tickets. I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go. Them man got their head bust, yeah. And then on top of it, yeah, people are saying, oh yeah, but like X amount changes and that, bruv. Wan-Bissaka played, bruv. Greenwood played. Dan James played, bruv. Twanzebe played, bro. Like, these man got playing Premier League. Lingard played, Premier League player. Matic played, Premier League player. Do you know what I'm saying? Pereira played, yeah. Well, I don't rate him, but bruv, he's got Premier League appearances. He's played in La Liga. Bruv, like, this ain't no... It wasn't like man put out the kids, And I reckon the kids wouldn't have got beat 4-2. Now that was a madness. That was an absolute madness.
It's pre-season, isn't it? Like you can kind of get over it.
Nah, but it's not about getting over it, bro. Like pre-season is when you're supposed to try new things and implement things. Because you don't want to be trying what you've been working on in the training ground during the Premier League. That's not a good look, bro. Pre-season is to try different things, play players in different positions, maybe try different shapes, maybe try different systems and stuff like that. What did you see that was different?
No, but the thing is, when we were actually losing, like I think Elanga, Mata, Ghana, League One were on kind of thing, innit? When we actually conceded those 3 goals. So there were still like the kids when we were losing kind of thing.
What did you see? What did you see that was different, bro?
Different.
That was the question.
We lost, innit?
This ain't the House of Commons, blood. You know what I mean? Man's trying to dodge questions, blood. What did you see that was different? Because man could talk about kids, blood. Because I saw Van Gaal playing kids that man never heard of.
I can't like in the first half,
QPR, blood.
In the first half, it almost looked like a 4-1-4-1 at times, didn't it? With how deep Nemanja Matic was, I think it was, and Pereira and Lingard just a bit ahead. So that was something different. But obviously, like you can barely tell from one game, and especially when it's pre-season and it's just about fitness.
Yeah, but still, like there were a few things like the goals that we conceded. They looked a bit, in terms of positions and stuff, and the way we defended it. It didn't look that good.
Didn't we get a new coaching that was meant to be helping with that?
Exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say that as well. Wan-Bissaka again getting caught out at the back post. Like, how many times is that going to happen? Like, I'm literally questioning the whole coaching stuff. Like, do you work on that in training? And like you just said, Rants, that new set piece coach just came in. Did you not work on that in training? Like, how many times is that going to happen? How many? Like, there's so much I can say about Wan-Bissaka because I actually like him in it, but fam, it's happened about 6-7 times last season alone. How many more times is that going to happen this season? Like, bro, maybe, yes, I'm not the biggest Trippier fan, but maybe he needs to come in to give you some competition because, bro, it can't keep happening. Twanzebe again, like in terms of getting caught out as well, that cross is coming in. You're too close to the guy that's actually putting in the cross rather than being in the box where Charlie Austin is. Like, we all know Charlie Austin is not the best striker, but fam, you put a ball in the box, he's gonna head it in. Be there with him. Like these little things, like, do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man.
No, but I think that goal is more Tender Mengi and Brian Williams down that side, isn't it? When the ball came in,
Brandon Williams is awful.
Oh, yeah, he's shocking.
Yeah, but I can't. Mengi, I'm not going to say much about him because he's going to Derby on loan at the end of the day. He's just doing up his fitness a little bit and then he's gone. So I'm not really going to say much about it. But Twanzebe, like, it's that time now, isn't it, bro? You're turning, 24, 25? I'm hearing he's going on loan to Newcastle because Varane's coming in, obviously, now. So, yeah, it's that time, bro. Like, if you're not going to do it now, already it's hard for him to get in the team with Varane now. He's probably not going to play. So if he stays, he's just going to stay on the bench. So maybe it is better for him to leave on loan. But yeah, those little things, set pieces, they need to get sorted out because, yeah, this new season, you can't just say, yeah, Varane's going to come in and defense is going to be all right. Yeah, but you still need to work on things. It's not just going to happen out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? You still need to work on things in training. So, yeah, I want to see some improvement now.
I think with pre-season, it's like the only example I can give you is Arsenal because, like, I read about it. Like, Arsenal have lost 2 pre-season games as well, from what I know. But the thing is apparently they've actually played good. Like, they dominated games. They've just conceded stupid goals. But with United, from what I read, like, I never saw the game. Like, apparently we fully got outplayed. Like, we got schooled.
Yeah,
the thing is that we
got good football.
They were playing some. They were cutting shapes, blood.
They were playing some nice football.
They played the better football, yeah, but we still had our chances. I think Elanga missed like 2 sitters as well that game.
Yeah, but
Certain man was saying that he played well as well, blood.
No, like, listen, look at the plays on the pitch. Like, obviously, if you
Hey,
do
bro,
half
I'm asking you, blood. Bruv, why are you getting defensive for, blood? You really are turning into a top red, innit, blood? Man turning into a top red, blood. Top red Baines and that, bruv.
Nah. I said,
bro, what's going on, blood?
Let me move shameless before the start of the season, innit? Because then the reality kicks in.
We say, man, them.
Come on,
we're saying, Saeed, we're saying.
Nah, man, we good over here, blood. Man, we're just talking about Elanga, bruv. The next stop, fam. You get me?
Elanga.
I reckon he's
one
going
of
to be
them,
more involved, isn't it? He's going to be more involved in the season now because he downgraded his number. I think he went from 56 to 36, so I think he's going to be more involved in the season with the squad now. I think that Shola guy is going to be more involved as well. And I think other guys are going to have to leave, bro, because it's going to. I think Pereira, it's done for you, my G. It's time to leave permanently. Dan James, I'm sorry, my G, but it might be time to dip as well. Because, fam, with Sancho, Martial, Greenwood, Sancho, I did say Sancho, Martial, Greenwood, Rashford. I don't see where you're getting your game time, man, bro.
Palestri's looking good, you know what I mean?
But he's going to go on loan again, bro. Apparently, he wants to go out on loan. He wants to go back to where he played last season. Was it Alaves or something?
Alaves, yeah. It looks like he's got a 1-2 control. 1-2, you know what I mean? Like, he was good link-up play, man.
He's good on the ball, yeah.
Yeah, there was one moment where Dan James got it and then he just skied it, and I was like, oh my God, man. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one player you'd rather keep, it'd be Palestri. You know what I mean? Rather than Dan James and Kwan.
But bro, you can say that, but we still got Ahmad, bro. You know, like that.
Yeah. I want to keep Ahmad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to keep him. I've seen what he's doing with. I know it's the Olympic Games, but I see what he's doing with Ivory Coast, and he's looking good. But I'm not even gonna, bro. He's looking really good, sharp, good on the ball, little touches here and there, very neat, very tidy. We need someone like this, and there's talk of him going on loan as well. For what? Keep him in the squad because you won't need him.
What's his future, do you reckon? Because it's looking a bit sticky now because like it's gone under the radar. You know, I did call that signing for me a bit strange because they always wanted Sancho, you know, and it's like a young player for me. He needs game time, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you look at it, you're thinking, why did they actually buy him? Again, was it just Man United again thinking we want the best talents in Europe and we're just going to get him just because of his name? You know, he's going to go on the radar now, so maybe he needs to go. It wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta said, "Yo, let's have him back for one more season." It wouldn't surprise you, wouldn't it?
He didn't play at Atlanta, did he?
Yeah, he didn't play, bro. I think he had like three appearances or something like that, bro. Like it was done out. Yeah, that's why I think it was a strange signing, bro.
Yeah, but remember, he was meant to go Juve, but then he made a U-turn and then came to us.
Yeah.
He was meant to go Juve. Everything was close to being done, and then he made a U-turn, wanted to come to us. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nah,
so what you might say about the contract then? What's everyone feeling about the contract situation?
Man, you know what it is?
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I heard it,
man, when I heard it, nearly crashed the whip. But you know what it is? Man was on the way to futsal, yeah. And then, bruv, I just saw my phone blowing up, bruv. Just like, I was like,
bro.
I was like, what? Bro, I thought, bruv, it ain't April Fools. Like, when man opened it, I was like, is this lit? Man said it's Sky Sports. I said, fuck it.
Yo, the thing with me is, I remember I had a good night last night on the previous night. I had a 1-2 boogie. I was like, yo, man, lit Friday night. I get in the Uber. I remember I was with Toby, yeah. I get in the Uber, and then I just see some mad, like, you know, my phone going off. I was like, right, Sky Sports, this, that. And then I seen, right, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Literally, you should have seen me, bro. I didn't speak for about a good half an hour. Toby was there like, yo, you all right, you? I said, fam, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm pissed off, man. You get me? Because, you know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, it randomly, what time was it? 12 o'clock? Midday, you know?
Yeah, midday.
You know what I'm saying to you? Like, the day's just starting, bro. The day's cooking nicely. You're thinking, right, you're going to have a nice Saturday and that. I'm planning my Saturday night. And, bro, I ain't going to lie to you, man. You know what I mean? It's one of them for me. But I think right now, though, the premise here has to be that everyone's mentality changes now. Because you can't say to me, process this and that, give him time. He's changing the football culture. Forget all that, mate. You've got the players you needed now. Even with me, I don't know what you guys are feeling here, but even with Sancho Varane, I still want a proper title challenge, you know. I'm hearing a lot of DM. Listen, I've seen, you know, league titles won, with a worse squad than ours, mate. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? No matter what manager it is, mate.
Bro, we've seen Leicester win the league, blood. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, mate.
Leicester won the league with Danny Drinkwater in midfield. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. And then Wes Morgan and them man there, bro.
What are you mad?
Exactly, bro.
Come on,
I'm saying to you.
Flipping Danny Simpson and them, man. Come on, man.
Danny Simpson, mate. It's mad.
Mark
So for me,
and them.
yeah. I think the only... Trust me, bro.
What's the name of that striker again? Ulloa. Fam, come on, man.
Yo, he was cold, man. Yo, respect on that guy, yo. Man was cold that season. That was like a meet you season, that man. That guy was balling out. Bro. I'm telling you, man. Bro, it's true, man. That guy was causing problems, man. He used to be the one that was holding it up for Vardy. So Vardy would run off, and then and then Ulloa would be the one to kind of hold up the ball. But the thing for me, out of this Ollie situation, if there's any positive kind of feel that comes out of this is that I think United fans are on a one playing field now. All the people that thought United should be winning trophies under Ollie have almost clicked. Varane, Sancho, we're Man United now. We need to win trophies. It's almost things have clicked in their head. And I think for me right now, there's no excuses anymore. They have to stop. I want a minimum, for us to be within the shout of the Premier League come May. And I mean May, in around last 3-4 games. United have to be within a chance of winning the Premier League. I want at least quarters or semi-finals in Champions League. Simple as that. I don't know what you guys say there.
Yeah.
That's my premise,
I agree.
100%.
I want to win at least a trophy this season in terms of what's it called? FA Cup, Carabao Cup. One of them. I don't care what it is, one of them. And then also with
this squad needs to be challenging for everything, bro.
There you go then. So, you know what I mean? Let's put it in one nutshell. Challenging for everything. And I want to see the footballing style change. Because there's no excuses now. You know, there's no, we've got two slow centre-backs and this and that. We've got the centre-back. We've got a back four. We've got the keeper that we want. We've got two keepers, in fact, You know what I mean? The centre midfield, you've got Pogba for now. Okay, we need maybe a centre defensive midfielder. But, if Ollie had the tactical nous, he could make that work. Same way with Pep Guardiola's worked this season without a striker. So that can work, right? You've got the wingers. You've got the attacking forward line. You know what I mean? You've got so many options available. So for me, there's no excuse next season. And I think fan expectation now has to be challenging for everything. No more. We've not been there before. Listen, I know it won't be.
That guy has got more apologists than anyone. Like
Absolutely.
Jose said it best. He goes, bro, I ain't got enough friends in the media, innit? And that's just what it is. Like this guy,
of course, man.
This guy, if he's not top of the tree at Christmas, he should be under a lot of pressure, bro.
I don't know, man. October, November looks a bit peak, but
bro,
that's a challenge, though.
Bro, he needs to be top of the league at Christmas, because if he's not, it's a Mazzoline, bro.
He won't.
You see this squad. Bro. I know he won't be, but I'm saying, bro, this squad here, this is as good a squad as we've had since.
Bro, it's the best
2008,
squad.
blood.
Yeah, it's the best since 2008.
I can't remember.
I have to keep it 100, bro, because the squad we had in 2013, like when we won the league, was old, fam. Like that. It was old and at the end of its cycle.
Yeah.
And Sir Alex Ferguson squeezed the last bit of juice out of it. And ever since then, our squad's been either full of youngsters, with no experience, or it's just been a mixture of loads of different managers, players, and having about 4 different teams amalgamated into one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mismatches.
Yeah, like this is the most, and it's still not balanced. This team is not balanced, because I was having this conversation today when there was someone talking saying, McTominay is going to be used in a more advanced role. I said, so hold on a minute. If he's going to be used in a more advanced role, and we've got Bruno, and we've got Pogba, and we've got Donny van der Beek, they can't all play. Do you know what I mean? And so what the fuck? So what?
Yeah.
Matic is the only holding midfielder. So what? Are we not, because we're not linked with one. I don't believe we'll buy one. Even getting linked with fucking what's his name in France? Camavinga. 1, we ain't getting him, and 2, he's just more of what we've already fucking got. Like Camavinga is not what we need.
Anyway, apparently.
Camavinga's not what we need, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man just like a tech top Fred, blood, box to box, left footed. Like you just Fred with more technical ability. Like, why do we need another box-to-box left-footed player? That don't make no sense whatsoever. We need a deep-lying playmaker that's going to progress the ball, and we're not being linked with one right now. So
I reckon they'll go with the easy ones that are available. I reckon they'll go in with a Neves for me.
But bro, I would take Ruben Neves for 30 million, because he's he's a style of player that we need, innit? He's a style of player.
The thing is, with the Neves thing, if the reports are correct that Oli wants to move to the 4-3-3, you're gonna have Pogba and Bruno if Pogba stays as a 2-8, innit? I don't trust Ruben Neves to hold the midfield by himself.
Why not?
He's not done that for Wolves.
And he's not mobile enough in my opinion. Because the thing is, Pogba, let's be honest, he's still quite, I say static, but like he's not like a Fred kind of thing, innit? Tenacious midfielder. Bruno, same thing. Bruno,
he's 6'3", bruv. Like,
that's what I was gonna say.
Little dwarf, mate.
He's a dwarf.
but like you need that sort of midfielder next to Ruben Neves, in my opinion, kind of thing. And then it's about.
Yeah, so you're saying he should be playing in a 6-6 because he's like a Jorginho type player.
Yeah.
But again, but that's not a 4-3-3 formation. Then that can't work.
But then
you have to play 4-2-3-1.
That's what I'm saying. Then Ruben Neves doesn't make sense then for United.
Well, there you go. This 4-3-3-1 is just, it's media, man. You know what I mean? It's just they're trying to, make out that we're trying to change things and trying to change. This was never kind of talked about under any other era about formations or that. Only because it's only going to Solskjaer. They're trying to make it glamorized that Man United play the attacking way, and the 4-3-3 will give United fans some hope that they're changing their ways. For me, I don't know if Ollie's got the principles anyway as a coach to kind of sort it out. And when you go 1-0 down as well, can Ollie have the in-game management to change it around and adapt? You know what I mean? So this is the season. So many things that happen. Yeah,
this is the season where we're going to see it, innit, Saeed? We're going to see it now.
Yeah.
Because there's literally, even without the DM, there are no more excuses. You've got everything you need to win this league. Trust me, you've got everything. You don't need a Messi. You don't need Ronaldo. You don't need another CDM. Because trust me, if you're good enough tactically, you can whip up a system that can challenge for the league at least without a DM that you have to go out and buy. Trust me, you can do that. If you're good enough tactically or your coaching stuff, you can whip up something where you can have a formation where somehow you can still fit Bruno and Pogba having attacking roles and someone playing in that deep line midfield or having protection in front of the defense. And with Varane and Maguire playing in as the centre-back partnership now, do you really need protection now like you did last season? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I still think you kind of do, but I think we'll be able to get away with not having it.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't really need to play McFred now, like that partnership.
Because really, the McFred thing was to protect Harry Maguire because he's not mobile, innit? That's what it was. It was to protect Harry Maguire and also Lindelof because Bailly wasn't fit in it, so there was no pace. Now you've got Varane's pace. In theory, you should be able to get away with it. But the one thing I'd say is the modern day defender can't defend one-on-one. Like defending as an art has died, innit? So the best defenders in the modern game are old men, bro. We saw it. Chiellini, Bonucci, Ramos. These are one-on-one defenders. All these other guys, even Varane, bro, he's not a 1v1 defender, bro. Like he's a recovery defender, bro. He makes if you watch him, you'll see a lot of the time. He challenges like
he's always,
you know what I mean? Similar to like how Wan-Bissaka defends. Wan-Bissaka's defending in terms of positionally is shambolic, bro. Like when man says he's a world-class defender, bro, his actual defending from a positional standpoint is actually poor. He just gets away with it because he's got very long limbs, and he's very athletic. But his actual positioning, look how many times you see him get caught out, bro. Like, what's his name? The left back for Leipzig.
Angelino.
Angelino was pissing on him, bruv. Like Angelino just taking him for a jolly up, bruv. Like every time. Overlaps, he gets caught under the ball every time. His positioning is terrible. And the thing is, if you've got a midfield that's easy to bypass, the reason why Matic and Pogba can't play together is because they're both over 6'3", 6'4" guys, bro. They're not very agile. And if they come up against a lot of movement in the transition, bro, it's easy to kind of get through them, innit? So United need Fred's mobility in there, bro. That's why Fred next to Neves works in a pivot. Like it works. Someone like that, because then you can do the Kante Jorginho thing. But you don't play Neves by himself.
Yeah, you just have to trust Ollie because you just know Ollie, and reverts back to favourites and what he knows best. That's why he changed it to McFred because he knew that, you've got two live wires in there, you know, and two people that will, like you said, in transition, you know, they will be able to get back. You know, and that's the reality, mate. And when we get Neves, you know, we thought Donny van der Beek could play a bit of that role, you know, and I still think he could do that. But again,
he hasn't got the chance.
Yeah, he hasn't got the chance. So, you know, what says me that Ruben Neves, you know, is he a player that will, you know, when you look at him on paper, when you look at how he plays, you know, I don't have the confidence that he's going to come into that United team and say, right, Fred McTominay, bye-bye, mate. You know, I just don't see it. He'll just be on the bench. And then we've got a squad that's probably better on the bench. And that's the reality, mate. So, listen, I think United need to go get this done. I think we've got how long? We've got a month left now, transfer window. That's more than enough time. But they need to get a lot of deadwood out, man. The amount of deadwood that United have got, mate, or supposedly deadwood. You know, they need to make their choice. Paul Pogba situation, what's going to happen with that one? You know, I mean, will the Varane thing kind of like say to him, yo, listen, I'm going to bounce? Possibly not. When your head's already kind of set on it and you run down the contract to a year, you know what I mean? It don't make sense for you to just all of a sudden, you know, sign that contract. You know, you see it now with the thing Mbappe. You know, he's stalling on a contract.
It's very true. Like PSG have brought in all these players, and Mbappe saying, "Yeah, I'm still not signing it." You know what I was like?
Exactly.
His head's already turned. His mind's made up, man. And this super chat, man, saying if Pogba leaves, how much blame should be placed on Oli? To be honest, I don't blame Oli completely for the Pogba situation, because the Pogba situation is the club's fault. It's not Oli's fault. Obviously, the way that Oli's used him has been disrespectful, but Oli's not the first manager to use him incorrectly and disrespect, man, bro. Like, it's been happening this whole time there, because managers have always been hiding behind Pogba and using him to plug the deficiencies of the team. So he's always been a player that they've used to kind of cover up any problems at the club. Any midfield problem, we'll just put Pogba there. Do you know what I mean? So he's been a victim of his own versatility. But the one thing I'd say, the club's lack of ambition, for not buying players of the same caliber as him and building a squad around him, ultimately, that's not down to one manager, innit? That's down to the way the club's been run, bro. It's an absolute shambles. Now United are behaving like a top club finally, but it's 5 years too late. It's 5 years too late, and ultimately that's why he will leave.
Well, they'll pay the
price.
price.
You know what I think? I think Pogba's going to stay, man. I think he's going to stay. I
think he's probably pushing for 400 bags. If they gave him the 400 bags,
which I think he will get,
then. But for
me, a lot of people now on that money now, bloody hell, man.
Yeah, I don't think.
What's Varane on?
Varane's going to be on.
He'll be in about 250, 11 million a year. He'll be in about 250, bro. It's not crazy money.
1 second.
Yeah, I think with the Pogba situation,
about 250 after tax, probably. Like,
229 is saying 11 million is 230.
Yeah, see, it's not crazy money.
Is that not the same as Martial?
That's like Sancho money.
Yeah,
it's like Sancho money. It's calm.
I just don't think, like, with Sancho coming in, with Varane coming in, do they really want to let Pogba go? And does he really want to go, knowing that he might have the opportunity to play with these guys and potentially win something? That's
but the thing is, I'm thinking. You're talking about these guys.
Players have done that, though.
You're talking about these guys for United. That PSG has Neymar, Mbappe, Variety, and all them lot. Sergio Ramos.
100%. And not only just that, Pogba could easily say, cool, I'll see how it goes this season. I'm not signing nothing. And then the ball's in his court either way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that? Because he can be like, I'll see what this Sancho and Varane thing says. If it bangs and we win something, I'll see how I feel. But if it's shit, I'll dip and get a fat signing on fee somewhere else, bro. The ball's fully in his court. Fully.
But I still think he might ask for that 400 plus K a week, and I think he might get it. I think Manchester United know how much of an asset he is in terms of like the Adidas deal. I heard there's 2 years left, and then Adidas are pulling out saying we're not doing this no more. Because somehow Woodward managed to squeeze 900 million out of these men.
and they know it's not worth it.
And they feel shagged. Yeah. So we might go back to 90.
Especially when Pogba leaves.
We might move to 90.
The whole brand, innit? That's the whole brand there, man. What's Sancho on? Is Sancho Nike? Was he
Sancho's Nike, he's got his own boot.
Yeah, so his own boot,
So there's no one really there to sponsor.
So after the Adidas deal, I think in 2020, was it 3? We're probably gonna go back to Nike or move to Puma. So
dead.
Man said dead.
Puma.
Nah, Puma might be all right still. Puma been doing their thing. Puma on the rise, blood, man. They back Neymar and that. Like Puma doing their thing. I wouldn't mind.
That's 2000 vibes, man.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Puma's
mind
on the
Puma
rise,
still.
mate.
It can't be worse than fucking. It can't be worse than Adidas. They've been giving us these horrendous kits, blood. Their kit
Trust
templates
me,
are.
man.
They're taking the mick with us.
Yeah, but why
still.
did they do
No,
good
no.
for Arsenal then? I don't understand, man. You know what I mean? What's going on, man?
Yeah, but
Don't
bro,
know.
because it's the club, bro. Let me tell you something. Yeah, you see with the
Yeah,
football
man.
kits, the clubs choose the templates. So the people that are dealing with Man United's kits, bro, they're fucking us, bro. As much as man want to blame Adidas, yeah, the people, yeah, that are dealing with these Man United kits ain't got a clue, blood. Because we even seen it. What was the club that let the fans design the kit and it looks wavy?
That Brazilian thing.
Atletico Mineiro.
Yeah, like, bruv, like clubs could do that, but Man United ain't
that's
trying to do
tricky.
that. Whoever's in charge, them man have got Adidas in a headlock, bruv. with
No,
these
you know
designs.
United actually done that a couple years ago. You know that grey kit with the Holy Trinity, the United Trinity at the bottom, the grey one. That was designed by fans.
Oh, is it the one?
I think the idea was inspired by fans, yeah, but the fans didn't design the kit, like choose the color and everything. They didn't.
Oh.
Now I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, with the Trinity,
that
the
the
whole
one
the
where-
Trinity.
Yeah,
Trinity at
with
the
the
bottom.
shadow.
Yeah,
It was kind of like a shadow in the thing.
Was that the one when Crystal
It was that
Palace
light
away
grey
Matic
one.
scored like the winner or something?
Yeah, that one.
That one, yeah,
Yeah.
under Jose. Jose was
Yeah,
the
under
manager.
Jose.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah.
Bottom line is the kits have been dead, bro. Not gonna lie. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's favorite kits, yeah, are the Nike ones.
Oh,
So,
my brother,
yeah.
don't get sacked, please. He said he's skipping work for meeting for this. Don't get
Yeah,
sacked,
bro.
bro, please.
That's what I mean. He ain't got his government on the screen, so we roll, blood. Yeah, you know, like that. Man
Trust
don't
me.
know it. Man don't know who it is. No, like
Trust
that.
me.
So it's one of them ones where Man United, yeah. This is the closest Man United have moved, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a big club, probably. The last time Man United really done the big club thing, yeah. Like, what year did we sign Nani and Anderson, bro?
Ooh.
Yeah, that was in 2007.
6.
That was Nani Tevez.
The year before. The year
That was
before
one of the
treble.
best windows as well. That was a good window, you know.
Yeah,
Nani
the year
Tevez.
before the year before the treble winning season, we got Anderson and Nani for 34 million combined.
Yeah.
Like around 17 million each. One was 17, one was 18 mil or something.
And Tevez had as well.
A man called Carlos Tevez, bro. You see
Yeah.
that window there?
That was a mad window.
Yeah,
that was
a sick
the
one.
Mazzoline, yeah. And then
Yeah.
after that, man sold Ronaldo and then done the little penny pinching thing. You get me?
Yeah.
So that window there, if we can get like a DM and a right back, that's the closest to that 2007 window.
Yeah,
that
cool.
man-
In terms of
Yeah,
right, I'm not his biggest fan. Again, I'll say it, but I'll take Trippier right now, bro. I'll take
I'll take him as well.
Yeah.
I'll take him right now,
Yeah.
bro. Just because he's better than Wan-Bissaka, bro, and at least he can, bro. He can take.
Oh, did you
a
not
set
see
piece.
Dalot though? You see what Dalot said on Insta?
No,
What
what
did
did
he
he
say?
say?
He said something about ready
Was
for
it
the
not like-
next season. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but he can say what he wants. Ollie don't like him, blood.
He can say
He
that.
say what he wants. Ollie sent you out on a whole year, blood, and then man
Yeah,
said they
he-
want to buy you, and he's gonna bring
he
you
goes-
back so you can sit there and do nothing, blood.
2022-21 season is on with him and Mason Greenwood. I don't know.
Yeah,
that could be one of them where, yo, listen, I'm here, innit, Ollie. You can't take me out.
Bro,
Or
AC
something,
Milan,
innit?
Bro, it's
AC
on
Milan
by a
still,
different club.
exactly. AC Milan still need a right back, so of course they're gonna come back and negotiate another loan deal, bro.
It's
Yeah,
worth
husband.
about. How much do you reckon it's worth? I reckon it's worth about at least 15 million. Or
Yeah,
10
I'll
to
take
That'll be
15
between-
5 to 6
between
million pound
15.
alone, innit?
Huh?
That's the reported fee is like 5 to 6 million pound alone this year if he goes to AC Milan.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, bro. AC Milan qualified for the Champions League. They got that money.
But I can see Mourinho going in for him, man. Mourinho rates him highly, and he's at Roma.
Who's Roma's right back right now? Who they got?
not sure. You know.
Well, anyway, nah, they got
Oh, I
spinners,
think
don't
it's
they?
that Dutch brother, Karsdorp.
No, but-
I think.
Karsdorp.
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Now, but I hear you on
But-
that point, though, Rants. You know about is it too late? Because I've always said, yeah, the gap Man United have created now in terms of, for me, to win this league, but you have to go on a run, of 10 games unbeaten, or you have to go on a run of 10 games on a winning run. You look at Man City when they went on that run of 10, was it 10, 20 games or something like that, where they went on a
Yeah,
mad
but
run.
Man United always do the unbeaten thing, but they're draws, blood. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
to you. It can't be
exactly.
draws, though.
Like, bro, man need to win
Have to
games,
win.
bro.
Yeah, win.
I'm tired of these unbeatens, blood.
I know,
Man need to go
I know.
on a back-to-back 10-game win streak.
10
blood.
games.
Like,
And then
like
for
what
me,
Man
then
City
you're
done when
easy.
they were chasing Liverpool towards the end of the
Exactly.
season, where they picked Liverpool. Man just need to
And Chelsea as well.
We need to just be inevitable, bro. That's how you win leagues. Where it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
rain or shine. rain or sunshine, bruv, man are picking up the 3 points, blood.
Yeah, you have to do. If you don't do that 50 to 20 games or in around there, mate, for me, it's unlikely you're winning the league. I remember Chelsea done it when they got hammered by Arsenal 3-0, and then they went on some mad 10-game, winning streak. You know what I mean? They accumulated so many points. You've got to do that. But I've always said, and that's why, Rants makes a point of the gap. I've always said, for me, you get the players in here, but the coaching gap from, I'd say, Oli to Pep Guardiola is humongous, mate. Even Klopp, Tuchel is absolutely unbelievable, mate. And that's the problem. Like, Man United signing players, everyone's going to be happy. But ultimately, if you can't deal with the tools you've got, you're not going to be successful, are you? And for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where I doubt he's going to do things is that I've seen before that the principles of a manager, he hasn't got it. And you can't buy that, man. You can't, a leopard doesn't change your spots, does it? You can't. Overnight, you can't just magically become a top-class manager. It don't work
and we have to beat these top 6 teams, bro.
Yeah.
0-0 draws against these top 6 teams.
And I think, a perfect example, I always say, man, that Nico Kovac came to Bayern Munich. He had an unbelievable squad. And, they were struggling. I think they were 4th in, November. And then what happened then is...
They were 7th, bro, and they sacked
Well, there you go, then.
After getting smacked by Frankfurt 5-1, which was the club that Kovac managed the season before he went to Bayern
There you
Munich,
go. Exactly. And that was an unbelievable squad, That was an unbelievable squad. And then Hansi Flick came in, and his coaching abilities got Bayern Munich to win the league. And was it treble, is it as well?
Treble, fam.
They won a treble. So that's why I always say the manager for me is a key component for all of this to happen, you know what I mean? And have we got that in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? For me, personally, not. That's why I feel like we're wasting our time. Time will tell, but I think we are wasting our time. And my concern is to United fans who... I've had a lot of people come to me now and say, but who would you get after Ole? And I'm a bit concerned, because, that for me, that is almost United just saying that we'll settle for anything, and we'll settle for Ole no matter what. And we think if you're going to win something, let it be Ole, that person that wins it. I'm like,
bro, man are going on like it's hard to find an upgrade.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
It's not hard to find an upgrade. Like the respect that this guy's getting for achieving nothing in his career is bro, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
I've never in my life.
In any field, bro. How can a man just get respect, for doing nothing? Like I've never, bro, in life that doesn't exist, bro. Like if you've got no achievements, you've got no accolades, why am I putting your respect on your name after 3 years of no trophies and spent the most amount of money that any manager spent at the club in that same period of time, bro, and had the least amount of success and had the best players? Like
it makes sense though. The problem is Rants though. The Glazers Ole makes sense though. You've got owners who are not ambitious. And you've got a manager who's almost accepting that, I might not be a proven winner, and I'm going to give you I'm going to make Old Trafford feel good again. Do you want the fans back on your side? Do you want the fans back to the harmony of what you had before? All right, I'll do that. You just back me, and I'll do that. And they're happy to accept that because they don't know. In the recent we've had right now, we've had no success. Right, last 4 years we've had no success. But they're not willing to do that. They're just trying to change the culture of the football club and trying to say, you know what? Let's make it good to come back to Old Trafford. How can we optimize profits in our megastore? How can we make it sure that people love to come to Old Trafford and our profits stay high? That's what they're doing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And for me, when you look at it, it's almost as if they're using Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's more kind of doing everything what everyone wants to do. No one's talking about Murto because for me, Murto's just come through the door. And now everyone's saying, Ole's done this, Ole's done that. And they've almost using him so that when the next manager comes in, when ultimately he gets sacked, it's like, you know what? All that you've done there, mate, see you later, mate. But we're moving on now because, clubs move on. And that's what they're doing. And Ole can't see that. He will see that soon.
But I think he knows it. But I think ultimately he knows, why he's there, innit? Don't like, bro, he's not. He's a lot of things, but I think he knows. I think he knows why he's there, bro. Man, like, bro, they're talking about the cultural reset.
It's a step down. It's a step down.
Yeah.
No, but you know what it is? The club are trying to feed on man's emotions. Even the Sancho video, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is home and that, bruv, whatever, innit? Like, it's all the United DNA. It's all of that stuff that they're trying to play onto. It's emotions, innit? They're trying to tap into, bro. Because ultimately, that's what makes you money in football, innit? You tap into the emotions of the fans. They buy the shirts, innit? That's all it is. And that is what a lot of it is sentiment, bro. But guess what? Sentiment don't win you trophies, bro.
And he's that shield as well.
Ultimately,
he's a big shield.
But that's exactly what it is. Ultimately, yeah. It's a results business, isn't it? Ultimately, that's all it is. United have a brilliant PR team. They pay a lot of money for it. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, like, if this guy doesn't win nothing this season, yeah, no one can save him. No one can save him, bro, because football fans are fickle as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And all these guys that are sucking him off right now will turn on him in a second, bro. He'll be getting booed.
But you know what they'll say,
if man go on a bad run, bro.
No, but I think what they say is, when it comes to the end of the season, I can see it happening.
The fans love him so much that if we do go on a bad run of games, they'll blame the players, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, of course, man.
No ounce of blame is going to go to Oli. I can tell you that right now, Rants. Like, no ounce of blame is going to go to him. They're going to blame the players. Yeah, look at Varane. He came from Real Madrid. He thinks he's the best. He thinks he's the best in the world. If you don't play for the shirt, get out of the club. Like, all these things. You know how they do, bro. Yeah. You know how they do.
It's like we bottled the Champions League against Leipzig, and then these men switched it on Pogba and his agent. Fam, best believe the Champions League group stages is 6 games. So you have this game correct.
That's what I'm saying.
And this was Pogba and his agent.
This myth with Pogba and his agent, and I've said this so many times, people are acting like Pogba's the only player that Raiola is taking care of. Like,
but he's not the only player with a fucking agent. You know what I'm saying? Bruno's out here trying to get a new deal right now. No one ain't talking about Bruno's agent, bruv. He ain't even won nothing at the football club.
And people forget, other people are getting 2 contract extensions within 3 years. Other people are getting contract extensions when we ain't won nothing. Pogba's still on the same deal that he came. He's still on the same deal from when he came in 2016. And for the first time, he wants a contract extension, and it's the end of the world. Come on, man. And
also, like, there was no talks of him wanting a contract extension, during his time. He didn't say after 2 years, I want more money, bro. He's been on the same dough for 4 years, blood. The same bread. And man ain't really talked about signing no new deal because he weren't really trying to stay, bro. And Bruno's been there for a season and a half and he wants more money. But it's all right. Like, but he hasn't won nothing. Bruno. Like, Pogba's won, what, 3 trophies? Well, 2 trophies and a half trophy. You know what I mean? Jose said. You know, like that, and he was instrumental in the winning of all of those trophies. But Bruno's hero ball didn't win us nothing, so no one cares. He didn't win us anything. Didn't win us nothing. A man wants a pay rise. Man's getting upset that the brothers that's been on the same money for 4 years might want more money. Like, are you mad? And in that time, he's lifted the World Cup.
How much is Bruno on?
And he's on like
100 bags, just 100.
Oh yeah,
I think.
But then it kind of does make sense, innit? Because like, say people like. No, like if he's on like 100,000 pounds, it kind of does make sense when people
he didn't want nothing though.
Yeah, but people like Martial, who let's be honest, hasn't been great for the last year, is on like 220 or something. Luke Shaw's on
but Martial signed, not only has Martial won trophies, but he signed a new deal, because his first deal was coming to an end. Bruno's first deal hasn't come to an end. Martial didn't come in.
Yeah, but like, listen,
100 bucks,
Bruno's deal.
Bruno's on like 100 and Brandon Williams is on 80, man. Come on, man. Give Bruno the upgrade.
Bruno's contract.
Brandon Williams is on 75.
That's still a lot compared to Bruno, you know?
He ain't even got to 2.5 years at the club, bro. Come on.
But bro, Brandon Williams is on too much money. It's not that Bruno's not on enough. It's that Brandon Williams is on too much because the club's infrastructure is dead. And again, I'm not saying that Bruno shouldn't ask for it compared to these other men, but I'm saying, keep
that's
the
what I'm
energy consistent, bro. Like,
exactly.
If anyone can ask for more money, bro. Like, why are you policing? Why are you pocket watching for, blood? Football fans are happy to pocket watch, blood.
That's what I'm saying. He has every right to ask for more money.
A lot of people were criticizing Pogba, were quick to criticize him when the news came out that he rejected the contract extension. What makes you think that he wants to leave? What makes you think it's only about the money? Because surely, if it's about the money, he would want to stay. Because if there's one club that can give him the money that he wants, it's Manchester United. What makes you?
Yeah, exactly.
What if he rejected the contract extension and he's waiting for a second one to accept it? Then what?
Yeah, but bro, at the end of the day,
narratives don't work for that though.
Bro, it's called negotiations. I've never been in a negotiation where I've accepted the first offer the man are giving me. That's not a negotiation, bro. The whole point of a negotiation is they say, how about this? You say no. Then they come back with something else and you say no. Exactly. And then they come back and you say you're getting there, but still no, bro. That's a negotiation.
It's like going to the market, you see something for 50 quid and then you negotiate. It's like 40,
man, bartering, innit?
Like 43, 44.5. You negotiate, innit?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
That's what happens,
Trust me.
bro.
That's just what it is. And as soon as my man rejects the contract, it's like, yeah, he's greedy, bruv. That's what negotiations are, bro. Don't you think that United
But it's
didn't go
only
in
happens
low
when
at the
it's Pogba,
beginning?
don't it?
Bruv, United don't go in high
Yeah.
straight away. That's what negotiations are, bro. Like when men are negotiating, they're still trying to save themselves, man.
Exactly.
So they're not gonna go in with what the maximum amount that they actually want to give you. They're not gonna go in and say, oh, you know what, Pogba, here's 450, mate. Do you know what I mean? They're not gonna say that. Even if they're willing to pay him 400, they're gonna go in at 3.
They're gonna try and see what he accepts and what he doesn't accept.
Well, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
And it's always with Pogba, don't it? It's like, as soon as someone else rejects it, it's no news story, you know what I mean? But as soon as Pogba comes out and says, it's like, getting about the football club is a virus and all that,
Like,
the narrative will always, be against Pogba. It's happened since the day he came to the door, Old Trafford.
Like the narrative now, is that he doesn't want to be here, but that's been a narrative for like years.
It's been the narrative. Summer, even when he's been playing well, it's always been a narrative.
He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't like Saeed said once in what we did outside the stadium. He still wants to leave, doesn't he? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's true, man. Even after he scored that goal, and he did a bad game that game, And
this myth, that he has to come out and say that he wants to stay, bro. If footballers had to entertain every single rumor that's out there, they'd be tweeting all day like us, man. You see what I'm saying?
That's true,
fingers. That's not.
That just shows you the reality of what Twitter is, though, innit? You know what I mean? It's a false reality, mate. What we're thinking. What they're thinking. They're just chilling at home watching a movie with their wife and kids, and they're thinking, "Yo, I've got training tomorrow." In reality, everyone's thinking.
They're chilling with their families, but you want them to come out and tweet, "I want to stay at Manchester United."
Nah, man, that's less of their worries, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't think about, you know what I'm saying?
Footballers are not here to satisfy fans' wishes, bro. They're here to play football and go home.
When the average fan that came to Old Trafford was abusing him on literally directly, what do you think makes you think that they believe whatever happens on Twitter and what they do?
But this fan base, but when Pogba got racially abused, they made up a chant for him for like 2 games and then the chant disappeared. And then they went back to abusing him.
Pogba has a chant?
For like 2 games, they were singing one Paul Pogba. There's only one Paul Pogba. And then after 2 games, it disappeared.
Yeah, of course, man.
Disappeared.
It's never been appreciated at Old Trafford.
Again,
you know what I mean?
Never.
Let's be real, man. It's never been appreciated at Old Trafford. You know what I mean? I think by United, it's going to be a big loss because, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you go and get Sancho and Varane, you make a statement, and then you lose Paul Pogba. It kind of dampens the mood for me because, you kind of top clubs maintain, their players and they try and push on, you know what I mean? You don't see, Man City, them players, like losing players out randomly, They build on, man. They build on. That's what Man United should be doing. So I think it's going to be a sign in itself to keep Paul Pogba. But again, Man United have got to make a decision. Take the 50 million and then go spend it on someone. Or, say, give us one more season and then let him go in a free.
We talked
maybe he can be part of that squad that wins the title. I don't know. You know what I mean?
We talked about this, the Harry Kane thing. This comment here, shout out to what is it, Samila? Like, Harry Kane, bro.
Especially Gary Neville.
Harry Kane is getting 1-hour interviews with Gary Neville playing golf. He's getting the media's doing that bat rap, dropping bars in like front pages saying "You Kane goal," like things like that. Like they're literally promoting him moving, but then people are like saying, "Yeah, but look at what he's done for Spurs. Yeah, he scored goals. That's his job. He's a striker, bro. What else do you want him to do?
He ain't won nothing.
He ain't won nothing, bro. He's supposed to score goals. He's a striker. What do you want him to do? Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's true, man. And Pogba's never got away with that, man. You know what I mean? Even though he came with the price tag he came with, you know what I mean? That in itself, for me, I never look at it because I know what Paul Pogba's capable of coming to Man United anyway. So the pressure for me never was about price tag. Let's see what he can do at United. Let's see if he can kind of left up where he left off and where we seen the talent he was. Let him come back.
Wait, what?
And everyone started saying
abusing him is a bit strong.
Nah, I didn't mean to click on that. Still, you was chatting shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Did you not see what happened at the end of season 18-19 when that fan was abusing him? Did you not see that?
Yeah, of course, man.
Come on, man. This is when
you see this.
You
hear it in the terrace, even Watford away. I don't know if you guys heard about Watford away. So again, I sometimes look at it, I think, sometimes United fans don't really deserve Pogba the way he's been treated. But like I said to you,
he's the only guy. He's the only guy they don't talk about as one of our own because he came through the academy.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
like
came through, but
14.
the way they're treating him is
14.
it's like we just got him from abroad, like he never played for us in the academy.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. For me, I like I said to you guys, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think we've got to
massive.
keep him, man, because when you look at it, you know, Man United to replace him, you know, in a month, you're going to end up just, you know, kind of panic buying, you know, and getting a player who's really not capable of filling the shoes. Not that we want to fill in the shoes in, but kind of like, you know, taking that role on. And I think it's a very, very, you know, tricky situation. Maybe Agent Varane might help, man. You never know, man. Maybe that when he said that Champions League Varane, I don't know if you guys see that video, but
Yeah.
Champions League Varane.
But he has to do
I
that.
actually know that was real, you know, that video. That was
But he
mad.
has to do that though, because that was in the
the
build up
final
to the World Cup. Yeah, but bro,
Yeah.
like, bro, just Pogba's massive, innit? Make no mistake about it, he's massive. And the thing is, he should. Now, if you take away the way he's been treated and everything like that, yeah, the environment looks perfect for him to stay. But you gotta understand, he's a human being, innit?
Yeah.
He's a human being, yeah, and no human being deserves, yeah, especially a human being with the qualities that he has deserves, yeah, to be treated the way he's been treated, innit? Because let's be fair, this fan base has been disgraceful towards him. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, even when you look at, if you look at how other players get treated at other clubs that don't even have even a tenth of his ability, yeah, like the way that the fan base at this club has treated him has been disgraceful, blood. It's been
You see the
disgraceful.
Genie Wijnaldum stuff?
Nah, what happened with Genie?
Yeah, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, he came out. I think Wijnaldum made a post and he left
that
because of that.
pissed me off, man.
He left because
That
like the
is-
fans on social media were kind of slating him, kind of thing. That was a
Nah,
bit mad.
what? He probably said that they contributed. And what did Carragher say?
Carragher
I can't remember, but it was like, why you lying or something? It was along those lines.
He went for the money. He went for the money.
Like, Carragher said
They're trying to dismiss, like, you know, him getting abused.
Yeah, the difference between him and Pogba, yeah, I think Carragher, I think Wijnaldum said that he got loved at the crowds and stuff, innit, at Anfield and stuff. Pogba just don't get love at Old Trafford, does he?
Nah,
don't
he gets
get
no
love.
love, bro. I've seen Pogba racially abused, blood, right in front of me, blood, when I've been in the crowd. So, like, man don't need to, man don't even need, I know for a fact it happens, bro.
Wijnaldum got explained why he left, in it, and then it was quoted by some Liverpool news Twitter account, and then Jamie Carragher quote tweeted and said, "I love Genie, but this is not right. Social media is a circus, and every club has clowns. Turn off your notifications, and if it's bothering you that much, delete the app. He wanted more money. The club said no. That's football."
Yeah, man. I like Carragher, you know. Should never give him another chance, mate.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I mean?
Carragher can gaslight man anyway, blood. That's what them kind of them Brexit man do anyway. They try and talk down. Do you know what I mean? They try and talk down man's situations and that. If Genie's saying that he got abused online, who the fuck is Jamie Carragher, to come out and tell man that no, you didn't, bruv? Like, who are you, bruv?
And the thing is, even if you went for the money, it makes sense because Liverpool's wage structure is a joke kind of thing, isn't it?
Exactly. They can't even play Jordan. This is right. You know
he's about to leave, for fuck's sake.
But there you go.
Man, the money
there
talks,
you go.
man.
Bruv, if you're falling out with Jordan Henderson, who's your skipper, obviously there's a problem at the club anyway. But why am I going to stay at a club here that undervalues me and then the fans are disrespecting man as well, bro?
Yeah. When I've won trophies for you, man. What? I'm part of the reason why, or one of the reasons why you man have won a Premier League title after 30 years.
He pretty much plays every single game.
And this is the thanks I get. I came on against Barcelona, scored twice, brought you man to the final, that we won the Champions League, and this is the thanks I get. All right, say none. I'm gone.
Yeah, man. Scored the winning goal, didn't he? For that Barcelona game.
Yeah, came on
4-0 one.
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, mate. So, listen, man. Jamie Carragher, mate. You know what I mean? That's all that needs to be said, man.
Jamie Carragher is the kind of man, yeah. If he was playing in the modern game, he would have been one of them dons that would have said, "Nah, just score and play well to shut the race."
The Bonucci's and that.
Yeah, bro. Them kind of man. You know what I mean?
Man will blame man. You would have said, "Yeah, it's your fault, blood. You should have scored."
Your fault, mate. You shouldn't have antagonized him. You shouldn't have done what he did and put your arms out like that. You know what I mean?
What? Are you mad?
Yeah, it's mad.
That's
I
what
swear,
I mean.
Mad, mate.
I swear Carragher is the same brother that got a little bit of abuse and started spitting at people.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Fam, so he's not the best of examples to be tweeting, fam. He should have just shut
Trust
up.
me, man.
Bruv, But I have nothing but facts, you know, like that. Man said United gonna turn Sancho into Memphis, bro. To be honest, yeah, I was worried
No,
about
don't give us that memories, man. Yo, Rants, man. Why you have to put that comment up, man?
No, but it's true. They're kind of the same.
Starboy
They're the same
Memphis,
player.
Don't
Like.
speak that into existence.
They're kind of the same player, though, innit? They're both
it's
them
true,
drippy light skin bears with the fades and that. Like they're like the same guy, blood. I swear down.
They
They're like
buy
the same guy.
the waves, though, man. They buy the waves, though.
Bro, they're the same guy, bro. I swear down, they're the same guy. They both just.
But you know what it is, though? At that level, Depay was doing levels at PSV, you know, at that time.
Bro,
One of the hottest times.
He was too cold.
He was expected to take the reins at Man United with the 7 shirt and be the man. And then obviously, because we had a Dutch manager and he was Dutch, everyone's like, yeah, he's gonna come in and be the golden boy and do the mad thing. And it didn't work out like that, bro.
To be fair, his beginnings were quite good because remember we played the Champions League qualifying game against Bruges and then he backed twice. And everyone was like, yeah, he's arrived. And then he just went pew, downhill.
After the Luke Shaw injury kind of thing.
Yeah.
That a decent
But there you go. Because he never had no one running overlapping, bro. So, bruv, man's got Booker T on the right wing, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, yeah, Sancho might struggle, fam. Hey,
This guy.
real talk. He might struggle. It's mad, bro. Because you need a good right winger, bro. Like that link up is so underrated and underappreciated, bro.
Yeah.
I can see him working wonders with Dalot though at right back.
Yeah, 100.
That would work well. Yeah.
I'd love to see it, but bro, honestly, I think Dallow's going back out on loan. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I can't see Dalot. Yeah, I cannot see Dalot staying at the club. Ollie don't rate, man. Like the fact that he's got Tellers in the squad and he never plays him. I can't
because Tellers is injured. You never know.
And he's injured. So Brandon Williams is going to play.
Unless Brandon Williams goes to Southampton, which could happen, and then Dalot stays. You know, what I mean, maybe that could be an option. Because I'd rather keep Dalot than maybe have Brandon Williams at left wing back or option at right back. You know, it's one of the things. But
he's a decent squad player to have, isn't it? Right back,
he's a decent squad player.
Wide right wing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he could play. Yeah, could play that position. So he's a good player to have. You know, we've got Carabao Cup, we've got like FA Cup and that. But again, I think he's good enough to play for AC Milan's first team, though. So I get what he means. You know, imagine playing on the Champions League San Siro night, man, where the fans are back in the stadium, man. You know, it's priceless, man. You know what I mean? It's not every day you can experience that, man. Again, you know. So, yeah, man. But again, Depay, like I said to you, man was a talent, man. I remember I went to the first game, man, against Bruges. I don't know if you remember, and he scored 2 goals, man. Banging. I thought, bro, we got the number 7. You know what I'm saying? Depay. The thing is, you just have to manage expectations, innit? And you know, if United fans can, you know, because you know what's gonna happen, innit? You know what everyone's like and social media and whatnot. Like, you know, he didn't get an assist this week. But as long as he stays focused, as long as United get the best out of him, you know, because it's not gonna be the same as La Liga, German league, where you're gonna have players playing in the high line and players dropping off on you. Yeah. Like I said to you, man, you have Tim Westwood and Jack Cork running at you and clarting you out, mate. I always use them examples, man. Them guys, man, they do it all the time, man. They're very underrated at what they do, man. Tim Westwood and Jack Cork, mate. They play the double pivot and they always clean people out, mate.
What's that other right back from Burnley? Number 26, Phil Bardsley, fam. He's gonna have
Phil Bardsley, man.
Phil Bardsley.
Man, he's got the DNA, blood. He's got the DNA, man. Like Philip
Bardsley, man. So I'm trying to say to you, so that's what I feel like, you know, United can't just again, this is another thing, by the way, we need to point out. Okay. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for me, can't say this word of go out there and win the game for us. He can't do this nonsense of, you know, lads, individual brilliance will seal the game. That for me has to stop now. Because you've got players out there that you can embed a system in or whatever you want to do, or your style of playing. There's players out there. You haven't got Dan James on the right anymore. You know, you can't do it, you know?
It's coming right here. So, it's coming right here. Let me answer this. What I meant was, look at that, £75,000 a week when Adam was on. Compare that to other clubs when Brandon Williams is on over 100,000.
Nah, Brandon Williams is on 75 as well.
Or just on the same, yeah. Like you can't blame him for wanting to leave.
Exactly. When you're paying him that.
Yeah. Because especially once Jurgen Klopp leaves, for example, and the pull power from the manager's gone, especially if they get Steven Gerrard, then how many players are going to want to play for Liverpool? They have to change their wage structure eventually. It's not going to work. I don't think it's sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Eventually, they'll just end up being a feeder club.
Because if you keep doing that, even players like Salah and Mane would want to leave at one point. Because they'll be like, what? You're not trying to pay man more? We won you things. Yeah, we're gone.
And you can't blame them as well, especially like, for example, Salah. Salah's a massive, massive like brand in itself in like Egypt and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true. Do you know what I mean? But Liverpool's wage structure, yeah, it's not sustainable. And it's a wage structure and a structure of a small club, innit? You can't be playing Genie Wijnaldum that kind of money and expect to keep players. That's feeder club wages, blood. Because players will always leave you for money. They'll always leave you for money because it's a job, innit? And it's not, and it's a short career as well. If you're paying man peanuts, yeah, as much as they might want to stay, man ain't staying for that.
Yeah.
That's a
What
joke.
to do? Eventually, they're just all going to run down their contract, get a massive signing off fee from another club,
Then go.
and they can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't blame them. That's what I'm saying. Like the Ronaldo and stuff. Listen, fair play to him, innit? He got his back.
Yeah, man. It's a big move as well, man. You know what I mean? It's just that Liverpool fans are very, very, hungry for signings, mate. They're not signing anyone, mate. You know what I mean? Them man have got no peas, man. But again, though, Salah and Mane have had a summer off. Van Dijk's back. They've got Konate in there.
Well, I still think Van Dijk's going to be out for the start of the season, though. Even Van Dijk,
so?
Because I think the report was that Konate and Matip are going to be the starting centre-back partnership, innit?
Okay.
Van Dijk should be interesting, innit? Because he's been out for over a year nearly now. Let's see how he is coming back from that serious injury. He might not be the same player.
I think he'll be fine, though.
It depends, innit? Only time will tell.
I hope that because he's done the recovery, the rehab, and he hasn't rushed back, I think he'll be all right. And because Liverpool are a team that play a certain brand of football, I think he'll be all right, bruv. You know what I mean? You don't really see him defending one-on-one anyway, like, because of the way Liverpool kind of press and that. So I think he'll be fine, bro. Like, I think that even if he loses like half a yard of pace, bro, he's still quick and strong enough that it's not really gonna matter because his football IQ is very high, innit? So he's one of them players where I don't think that he relies massively on his athleticism, and also he's just a natural beast, bro. Like, he doesn't look like one of them blown up guys that does loads of gym work. He's just big, bro. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you're just big like that. I think naturally he'll keep a lot of muscle, he'll keep a lot of strength, a lot of explosiveness, and his IQ's already there, bro. And in terms of technical ability, he's easily the best centre half on the ball, bro. Like, the way he pings the ball is a joke.
Yeah.
Like, he's a playmaker, bro. Like, he plays like a number 6, bro. Like, at centre back, the way he can ping 30-yard balls into the forwards and that, like, he's different, innit? So
that's all the centre backs, to be fair, though. Joe Matip's brilliant on the ball as well.
Yeah, but there you go. So, bro, Matip's very good on the ball. So I think he's fine. I can't lie.
And I remember he was at Old Trafford one time and he got the ball and he drove into that midfield, man, about 20 times, mate. He's very good at that. He's driving midfield and isolating, like, the midfielders is mad, bro. Like, he does that very well. So that's why, for me, that's why Liverpool fans rate him a lot, and I can see why. And they got him in a free as well, by the way. That's mad.
And Schalke, I think it was, isn't it?
Yeah, Schalke, yeah. Selection, man, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, it'll be very interesting to see. But I still think when I look at Liverpool, even if Liverpool don't sign no one, I still expect them to challenge. I'm not going to be...
Yeah, of course. Like, bro,
I'm not going to lie, bro, because it's like they signed a centre-back and they already conceded less goals than us last year, bro. You know, like that. And Liverpool are going to... Liverpool are going to bang goals.
We haven't seen the best of Thiago. He, maybe one more season in the Premier League. This might be his kind of like, season where he explodes. So...
And he's going to be playing a lot more further forward now.
Further forward. Yeah, exactly. So they've had a summer off. So, again, that's why, for me, I think it'll be the season of managers. I think players will have their part. But, again, Tuchel, Champions League, Brendan Rodgers will still win the FA Cup. There are top managers out there now. Even when you look at, like, Rafa Benitez at Everton, he'll make them tough to beat.
I tell you what, he'll make them, tough to beat.
Yeah, tough to beat. Even with Nuno. Watch out for Nuno at Tottenham. A lot of people will say he won't do well, but he'll get them organised. He'll get the best out of what he's got. So I would watch out for Nuno as well, at Tottenham. And then obviously Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Arsenal, they're going to be there. So, not Arsenal, but you know what I mean? Let me just get that back into my mouth. You know what I mean? Hold on a minute. Arsenal, mate, relax. They're having a meltdown now.
But I think Nuno should be interesting, though, because say if Harry Kane goes here, like I've always said, like Harry Kane kind of hides a manager's deficiencies because the guy guarantees you 20 goals a season kind of thing. If he loses him, you're not going to get a good replacement compared to Harry Kane, are you?
Yeah.
So let's see what they do there.
Yeah, but I think that will hot up, man, soon, yo. I think that will hot up, man. I think City will have to go for him because they see what United are doing. You know, I mean, they do this all the time. Remember when we signed Sancho and then Man City confirmed their interest for Jack Grealish? You know, so again, you know, they know what they're doing, man. So City will be in around there.
Let's talk of Grealish staying for one more year and then man signing Leon Bailey, blood.
Right, I
think that was into this summer, Leon Bailey.
Yeah, that's what
Leon Bailey would be good at City, though.
Bailey's been linked to Aston Villa and Aston Villa. I'm talking about.
Oh, Aston Villa, yeah.
Bailey's been linked with Aston Villa and I think Leicester, but I think he's going Aston Villa, bro. From what I've heard.
So what? Bailey, Grealish, Wendia. That's a good link up.
Bertrand Traore,
That's
Watkins up top.
Yeah, man.
No. That's what I'm trying to say. This Premier League, it's not like back in the day, bro. That's what I keep saying to people, man. You need a top manager. You know, when Sir Ferguson was in his time, he was playing against scrub managers, man, just playing like clever in the field, just getting away with it. It's true, though, isn't it? Bro,
you're right.
Clever in the field.
You're upset a lot of man, but you're right.
You know, but it's true, though, isn't it?
Like, managers in the Premier League is at an all-time.
And it was like, 4-4-2, Danny Welbeck on the left. You know what I mean? Oh, 1 second. You know, you have Danny Welbeck on the left. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
What happened there, bro?
I got intercepted by Alex Ferguson, man. You know what I mean? But you know what it is, yeah. But you know what it is, though? It's like, you know, now you won't be able to get away with that. Your managerial deficiencies, you can't get away with it in the Premier League. You'll get found out.
Yeah.
And that's why, for me, I look at it and I think, you know, can Ollie learn from his mistakes? Honestly, man, I can't see it, man. I really, really can't see it. And I think there's a lot of people that are hoping. I can't believe my United fans are telling me Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to prove you wrong. And I'm like, listen, my United Football Club we're talking about here. You know what I mean? Like, we should be winning trophies, you know. We should be doing what you're telling me. We should be playing a brand of football that is exciting, attacking football. You're telling me things I already know. But because we're not doing it, I'm stressing more out of it.
No, but Saeed, you know what the wickedest thing is, yeah? Oli can't prove any of us wrong, bro. We're already right, bro. He bottled the final, yeah? And he spent more money. So he can't prove us wrong, bro. Like, we've been saying for the last 3 years that he's not good enough and he's proved us right. So if for some reason he manages to win something this season after spending the most money ever, he hasn't proved us right. He hasn't proved us wrong, sorry. Because,
would you not say winning the league is like, it's proving, saying like he's done his thing?
No, it's not, bro. Because other managers have won more with a weaker squad and spending less money. So winning the league now should be the bare minimum we expect from him. But he won't win the league and he'll be let off. Because that's the standards of this football club right now, bro. Like, he's literally been backed more than any other manager's been backed. Financially, you name it, and by the media, because he's never had the pressure on him that Van Gaal's had on him, that Moyes has had on him, that Mourinho's had on him. Them man had pressure on them every week when they went out.
Every week, man. Van Gaal never had no pressure, man. Van Gaal was had to justify his tactics every day.
Rattled, man had graphs out and that.
Graphs, bro. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer,
the
media tell Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, oh, you know, you guys look like you've had a good time out there, lads. You know, did you enjoy yourselves out there? That's their questions, man. And man like Van Gaal is getting out graph sheets, bro. And he's
you're right.
To justify. It's true, though.
Even the questions they asked Solskjaer compared to the questions they asked Jose and the questions they asked Van Gaal, they were asking Van Gaal about people talking about his brand of football and stuff like this and that. But why are they asking Oli, why he's got the most draws? Why they not asking him?
They don't ask him that, though.
Why they're not asking him why man have got these boring nil-nils? They're not asking him these questions that they was asking Van Gaal, bro, because Ollie's the most protected manager Man United have ever had. If he was anyone else, he would have been out of a job long time ago. So he can't prove anyone wrong, bro, because he's already proved us right. So whatever happens from now on is completely irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant.
You know when you actually deep here, Louis van Gaal is fully beefing Sam Allardyce, you know?
Yeah, trust me.
How?
Why not?
I'm trying to say. The media rattled him, though. The media rattled him.
About arguing about long balls and stuff. That's funny, you know.
Because I think at that time, he was saying that he had to adapt his tactics at the end. And I remember, I think it was Fellaini that scored the winner, and they were saying, "Oh, you were playing football, and the next thing you know, you went to a long ball team," and he had to explain it. You guys complain when I do this, and we create chances, but we don't score them. But as soon as I bring a player like Fellaini and we do the long ball tactic and we score goals, you guys complain. So at that point, he was like saying to you, "I can't win with you guys." And then he brought the graph street out. You know what I mean? Then he brought the graph street and said, "We're not even the most long ball team in the league anyway. It's Sam Allardyce." But you don't go up to him, do you? So that's what he was going about. But
there you go, bro.
Fickle, man. The media fickle, bro. And they're not
the media ain't asking Ollie, why my man needed 1 point from 3 games, and ended up getting knocked out the Champions League. They didn't ask him why he bottled the final. They didn't, but there's many things they could ask him.
Or they make a sub in 100 minutes.
They didn't make a sub in 100 minutes. How many draws did we get in the league as well, bro? Against the
11,
top 6
I think
teams.
it was.
11, more than LVG, blood. And against the top 6 teams, against the top 6 teams, how many did we beat? He had more 0-0 draws than LVG, blood. And man were calling us 0-0 United when LVG was there and saying we are boring, Ollie got more 0-0s. Do you know, like that? So Ollie's broken every fucking record. He's broken the record for the most amount of money spent and nothing won. He's broken all the records and he's had no fucking pressure from the media or really the fan base.
Yeah,
423 million.
I think someone of the mandems in the media, man. We need one of us guys in the media, bro. We need someone in there that's gonna, because when you look at it in terms of like European football, European coaches, they ask proper questions. Champions League nights, they always ask, how you gonna adapt to this tactic, what you gonna do. They always ask that. But this media here, but I don't know what's wrong with them, man. It's like these guys as well, by the way, they all were in that era of the 90s where they grew up on that 99 and they were there as a young reporter, kind of reporting at that moment where Ollie scored the most famous goal in United's history, the 99 goal. They were all there. So it's like almost like they kind of owe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a feeling of like, that emotion. They owe it to him. But I'm like, yo, bro, like you have to take out the sentiment of what's happened back in the day and treat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for what he is, and these journalists don't do that.
Differentiate the player and the manager kind of thing.
Exactly. But remember when Mourinho lost the 3-0 to Tottenham? He was talking about, how are you losing your touch and all that. Bro, it was in September. They were asking him questions about, have you lost your magic and whatnot? And then he went on to a mad one and said, bro, listen, all these managers you're naming, mate, I've won 3 trophies, mate. You know what I mean? And you know what, to be fair, I love that from Mourinho because what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that, have you lost your touch? They're trying to degrade him, bro. They're almost trying to say, yo, bro, you're not good enough manager anymore. And they're trying to like belittle him almost. Yeah. And he just went, yo, what do you, man? You get me? I won 3 trophies, mate. What have these guys won here that you're talking about? You're glorified. What have they won?
More than everyone combined. That's what he said.
That's what he's saying. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like, you all right, lad? You know what I mean? How was the weekend? You know what I mean? Everything all right? You want a cup of tea? That's what they're asking him, man. You get me? Like, that's what they're trying to say. And
he has that connection with the media, innit, where he's protected.
Yeah, man. How did you feel in that moment, 99? You know what I mean? How was that feeling, 99? That's what they're asking, bro. When the cameras go off, they're like, yo, Ollie, man, respect, man. I still remember that 99 goal.
Roy Keane? I'm pretty sure last year he said if Ollie doesn't win the trophy, he's Ollie out. I want to see his opinions right now. Yeah. Because I don't think we've heard him speak after the Europa League final, have we?
Who's that?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, man. Listen, you know what I mean, man? Roy Keane, man. You get me? That's what I'm saying. There's not enough guys in the media that. For me, I'm shouting at Craig Burley, mate. You know what I mean? Big up to Craig Burley. Them ones there, man. He's only the one that's riding out for us, man. You feel me? Like, before
Van Persie, to be fair.
Van Persie, yeah. To be fair, he does it, and he does it in a way where I like it, because he looks at the tactical side of the football game, but no one's on his level. The only person that is on his level is probably Owen Hargreaves.
Yeah.
The rest of them are on his level.
Munich, man, innit?
Yeah.
What's that?
Nobody's on this level.
Much airtime, innit?
Yeah, because he talks sense, bruv. He talks sense. You don't get airtime, bruv. That's why he needs YouTube, bruv.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying to you? What it is, I think, for me, and this is a lesson in life. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't follow the crowd, man. And that's, a lot of people right now are sitting on the fence. I think a lot of people are pandering to the popular opinion. Because in life, you know what I mean? It's probably the easiest thing you're going to do. If you don't want no trouble in life, you're just always going to agree with someone in it, you feel me? But the problem is, when we're watching United, I think for me as a fan, I can't say that this is acceptable football when I've seen so much greatness beforehand. And this is Man United Football Club where the standard should always be high. I can't say every year, but wait till the end of the season and then make your judgment. You make a judgment as you see it. If you see one game as shit, call it out as shit. And then when you lose a trophy and then you go out the Europa League, well, let's see if he gets backed. I feel like there's so many goalposts that fans are making right now, and it's easy to say at the end, I told you it's going to happen.
I think that's what we said.
That's not how life works, though. That's not how life works. You assess things in life by evidence, right? Facts are based on evidence. So you see things so you're gonna have to call it, don't you? And I think United fans at the minute they're on the fence. And for me, I personally think it's a bit weak in it, because you can't be saying to me, man, well, you never know, man. It could happen. It could. You know what I mean? In reality, when you've seen it and you know that, for me, it wasn't good enough. The Europa League final wasn't good enough, and we failed last season. You can't say, well, he hasn't been properly backed, and he hasn't done this, and he hasn't done that. The goalposts will always keep on going and going and going.
But this is what I said, the reality. Because this is not the first time you're saying this. Remember when you said it, and then people got onto you, and people got onto us as well for saying it on here. And I said something back before fans were allowed back in the stadium, and I said, are you really trying to tell me that what we're watching on TV, what we've been watching on TV for months now, let's say you live in, I don't know, you live in the Midlands. You're going to spend your peas on petrol to drive up to Manchester. You're going to spend your peas on paying for parking. You're going to spend your peas paying for the ticket. You're going to spend your peas paying whatever you buy at halftime, whether it's a pie or drink, whatever. You're going to spend your peas to go back to your yard. You're going to spend all this time, sacrifice this time to do all these things, and on top of that, spend peas to watch man playing side to side. Are you taking the piss? You're a liar. You're a liar. And this is exactly what happened. And we saw it against Fulham. Saeed, you were there, innit? You told me. People were sleeping. People were on their phones.
Yeah, of course, bro. I'm saying, I was looking at the cobwebs, man. I was looking at the cobwebs.
If this is a packed Old Trafford, they're booing, man.
Yeah.
If this is a packed Old Trafford, they're booing, man. And this is what people forget.
I think with Oli, it's like the whole world doesn't rate him. So it's basically baby steps. So when you achieve something so small, everybody gets gassed. But with other top managers, if they were to achieve what Oli achieved with this squad, they'll be slating them.
But that's what I mean. Bruv, listen, they're treating Oli like man's got learning difficulties, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's how they're treating him. They're treating him like he's special needs, bro. Like he's a football manager like everyone else, and they're treating him like he's special needs, bro. What he's achieved with the resources that he's had at his disposal is nothing short of an embarrassment. Let's not pretend, innit? No other manager would have got the patience, would have got the excuses, would have got the time, all of these things. So if anyone can turn around now and say, oh yeah, if Oli wins something, eventually they'll be like, oh yeah, see, we told you. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You were wrong, bro. You were wrong. And there's so many people here, like, in hope that he can achieve something. Not because they want the club to achieve something, but because they hope he achieves something. So they could turn around and say, oh, guys, see, we told you. Nah, you didn't tell us, bro. Because Chelsea sacked fucking Lampard and won the Champions League in the time that Oli ain't done shit. Like that. So, no, you didn't tell us, bro. Because we could have sacked Oli and brought someone else in and won something a long time ago. We would have won that final if we had even a half competent manager, because we beat a team, with maybe one player that would get into our squad. Bare Tottenham and flipping Premier League rejects, blood, in that team. Arsenal rejects, Watford rejects, Tottenham rejects, all of these man rejects.
Even a Liverpool reject, Moreno,
bro,
trolling us after the final.
Rejects, bro.
Yeah, what did he say?
Yeah. He was like, "Man United, get out."
Yeah.
And you couldn't even say nothing because you won the Europa League. What are you gonna say to him? Nothing,
bro, man. That's the thing, man. I think for me, when you assess it, you know what I mean, like. You can't again, you have to put it down to you can't say to someone, oh, I told you so 3 years later, and they're probably in a different city or country living another whole life, bro. You know what I mean? How many things have gone past that time?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like when they come out and say, bro, we told you so. No, you didn't. It just happened to happen so that you can say we told you so. This is what they said when we went top.
But for other managers, what would have been the case though?
Yeah,
if it was Mourinho or Van Gaal, you know what I mean? Like
when we went top of the league, when we went top of the league, they said that when we finally got over the semi-final curse, they said that as well. When we went to the final, they said that as well. And then in the end, when we lost the final, all of a sudden it was crickets.
Yeah.
No one said anything anymore.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, everyone, let's blame De Gea. No, blame him for not saving the penalties, but don't blame him for taking them because it's not his job.
Yeah.
That's not his
My
job.
thing is, like, you know, we as fans, we don't want to be right anyway. But I feel like the guys who religiously support Ole and Solskjaer, it's almost as if it's their goal to be right rather than what happened in the club first.
Absolutely.
But it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It is. Let's not be real. You know what I mean? Like that's what they want. Ultimately, it's Ole and Solskjaer done all this. Ole and Solskjaer did all this. You know, and it's like, you know, listen, we're not bothered about Ole and Solskjaer. We want Man United to win, mate. You know, I couldn't care less who the manager is. As long as Man United are winning things, we're all happy.
But
you know?
And you know, it's so hypocritical, Saeed, that you mentioned this because, I mean, hypocritical from them, for the people, the people that say this, because they're the ones that always say no one's bigger than the club. But then whatever Ali does is cool. He can do nothing wrong. He can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Everything he does is right. Even when he gets it wrong, it's but he didn't know or he's still learning. He can do no wrong, but he's bigger than the club. But then you say no one can be bigger than the club.
Yeah, man.
Pick and choose, man.
So you have to be consistent with the argument, you know what I mean? And the same way Mourinho was discredited, you know what I mean? And saying that, but where did that trophies get us, you know what I mean? That's not the whole premise, mate. And the whole premise from our side was that we never looked into it more than Mourinho got us trophies. And at that time, we won the Europa League and the Carabao Cup, you know, and we were happy. That's a premise. We're not saying, look at it, Mourinho won the, you know what I mean, the cup. And we don't do that. But as soon as we talk about Mourinho, it's, well, he won them trophies, but he still made the club toxic. Listen, that's not the argument. And it's almost as if they're trying to create
Did he win? Yes or no?
Yeah, exactly. Yes or no, man. You know what I mean?
Did he win? Yes or no? With worse players and spending less money? Yes or no?
Exactly.
As much as I despise Mourinho, could you imagine what he could have done with all this money that Ollie's spending, bro?
Oh, man. But the thing is, though, what they then do is they use that same argument and they try and make some kind of fairy tale story and they say, well, look what Ollie's doing now and all these things. It's probably greater than winning trophies. And I've seen that, by the way. I've seen it online. And I'll be real, man. I've seen it online. Man. There's people saying that. It's greater than winning trophies because you need stability in the club. And stability is very, very much like a trophy.
The thing is, it's fine saying that he's built the foundation.
Trust me, man. This is what I'm saying right now. This is what I'm saying right now, man. Stability is almost like a trophy. So they're trying to paint this narrative to you that, you know, and you know what? To fans who are sitting on the fence, they kind of buy into it because they look at it thinking, you know what? It's good to be a United fan again, you know, and I enjoy it. So they're thinking, right, you've got this narrative and you've got, right, all this getting the stability and the winning culture, you know, because they don't look at the tactics side of it, by the way. They never talk about the football, by the way. You'll see these guys. They
never talk about the football.
No, you know, that's what I'm saying. Because I had a chat with a guy on Saturday and all he was talking to me about was the winning culture and how he's made things positive around the club. And as soon as I mentioned about, is he good tactically as a coach, he went, but we'll see, you know, if he gets backed and all that. And it's like, bro, it's true, man. It's like they moved the goalposts. And then as soon as he talk football, it's like, I don't want to talk, mate. I don't want to talk today.
But bro, say they don't want to talk about football, bro. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Because we just want to talk about the football, mate.
Exactly. And that's why you should respect these kind of channels because we talk about football. You know, the culture and everything that comes around with it.
They think you can passion yourself to a title. That's what they think.
Bro,
but they can, but that's where they go with the culture thing. Yeah. You know, the culture thing. You see that buzzword? That culture thing? Yeah, okay, bro.
Barcelona. Do you think Barcelona go around and telling people Mezzum Club every day, mate? You know what I mean? Like, you know that thing that they have on their stadium?
Mezzum
Club.
Club.
You think they go around, everyone saying Mezzum Club, mate? They don't. They say good football and winning trophies. But it's true, though, isn't it? They don't go around saying all that, man. They say what they say, and we win trophies. And they don't talk about. I think at United, I don't know why it's stressed about winning culture and you know, and the DNA and all that. The history. Listen, man, that was Alex Ferguson's time. Move on now. Top club, but top clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, all these clubs, they're winning things. That's why eventually, that's why they sacked Pirlo. Pirlo won the trophies, but in reality, they said they want a better manager.
Did you see what United posted today? They put out a post where I think in one picture they like put an illustration together of like Sancho, Ahmad, Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood, and then they put youth, courage, success, and I was like,
Marshall made it.
yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised. I was like, wow, you man actually rating Martial?
No, but what they're doing is, again, that's another propaganda, because what they're trying to do is, you know, they got the Sancho deal in, then they get the Oli one in, and then now they're just trying
and Dan James was on
carry on.
Dan James, yeah.
Dan James
They're trying to carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to carry on the narrative, people. It's a propaganda.
They had to ruin it, innit? They had to ruin it. You know,
but they had to fit him in, though. Come on, man. They're not going to take him out the picture.
They really didn't, you know. I thought United were trying to fill a quota, blood. I just see bare brothers there. You know, then they said they threw Dan James in there, bro. It's a mad thing.
I'm the best.
Now, but what they're trying to do is, they're trying to carry on the propaganda, and you know, all I say to the people, don't fall into it. You know, I mean, that's why we have an eye test. You know, and follow by that rule. You know, follow by that rule, and you'll be in good stead. But as soon as they start getting sucked in and thinking, yeah, but you know what, Ollie's, you know, is doing is changing things, then you get sucked into that feeling, and then you don't look at football. You look at the almost like, you know, the feeling that football gives you.
But they don't want to look at football, blood. Emotion, and nostalgia. Is emotion, these man buying fucking kits.
Yeah,
what are you saying, Hodge?
United. Yeah.
About that tweet?
No, I was gonna say, fam, the best reply to that tweet is just to show the minutes of how much those youth play.
Yeah, all together, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Exactly. Man, United, you man. Before man wrap up, Paul McShane, bro. Hey, for you lot that don't know who Paul McShane is, yeah.
He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman.
He was a washed baller, bro. He came through the academy. Yeah. Like I remember him because when I was young, I think he was coming through, but he's washed, innit? He's been washed. Like, let me get up his Wikipedia, so I can tell you who he's played for, just
so I could right now. United, Warsaw, Brighton, West Brom, Sunderland, Hull City, Barnsley, Crystal Palace, Reading, Rochdale, and United.
Why the hell would you bring him back to Man United?
Wait. He still plays.
He's a player coach.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he's Harry Maguire's centre-back partner when he was at Hull.
He probably was, you know.
That's a show, you know.
Yeah, you know what? It's true. It was.
He probably was. Wait, this guy played 6 games for Rochdale.
You just plugged the man in with jobs.
Yeah, he was. Because I remember that time when Hull, it was. But that season when they got relegated, Maguire and Shane were at the back line with and Robertson was on the left. Yeah.
And they still went down.
True. Again, it's job for the boys, isn't it? You know what I mean? Mates FC. You know, they got that guy from Loughborough University. He's Kieran McKenna's friend. You know, so Maguire will be like, yo, listen, I know a brother is through his coaches badges. Hook him up with a job.
That's it. And we still got caught by QPR. I hear that, though.
Yeah. Bro, they play good football, man. QPR, what's hell?
Bro, they were doing the champagne thing.
They might be my championship team next season because they were playing good football, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're a good team, man. So, for me, you get me like, I don't know, man. I just think, United next season, you have to perform miracles, man, But again, will the players ball out? They can do for certain games, but when in reality, when you've got that big November, October, and you've got to imprint your style and win games, there's pressure moments. United have never felt pressure moments because we've always been that kind of like, what's the saying? Like, we've always been a team where you don't expect much, but they can give you something on their given day. So now it's a pressure of winning games now. Can Man United do that? That's a whole ball game, mate. And time will tell, mate. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got to do something now. He's got to pull out of the bag now and perform and deliver.
Well, you see this guy, Paul McShane guy, He's never been a coach, right? And they're saying he arrives as an extremely highly recommended coach.
Recommended by who, blood?
I don't know.
Recommended, mate. Recommended FC, innit? That's
my Oli.
But also clearly still has a lot left to give on the pitch. This unique
Left.
combination.
Man's 35, blood.
We've got Lee Grant's best mate now. You know what I mean? He might have a little run out, man. Carabao Cup games, Paul McShane. I mean, it might be the Phil Jones replacement.
I've never heard of this guy's mad. He only played 6 games for Rochdale last year.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I told you, man. You get whatever's easy, though, isn't it, stat, man? Whatever's cheap and easy, Man United go and get. You know what I mean? They don't want to spend money on the coaches stuff. As long as we get top 4 and the remit is top 4, that's all they care about, man. soon as Man United get out of the top four,
this is why I said man are getting gassed over the Varane thing. But honestly, the only reason why we got him is because he was available for cheap. Not because we're on smoke, blood. It's because man was available for cheap, bro. If he never had one more year of his contract, we wouldn't have paid what we needed to pay, bro. Like, that's just it. United are all about getting the cheapest possible option, and Varane's worked out cheaper than Ben White, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
You know, like that.
And White, you know, that's crazy, man. Crazy.
So, really and truly, yeah, bruv, getting this McShane thing shows you that United, yeah, still leave a lot to be desired when it comes to actually how the club operates, bro. Because again, Paul McShane, your first job in coaching should never be at Manchester United, bro. Like, never, unless you're something special, innit?
Yeah.
You know what's
funny?
He
ain't that.
They said as an academy graduate who's had an astounding career, I looked at his Wikipedia. The guy's never won a trophy other than the FA.
Astounding career. Astounding career.
It says football.
What are you reading off?
Manchester Evening
cooking him, bro.
No, like, because I've never heard of this guy in my life.
McShane.
There's a reason you haven't heard of him.
Yeah, he's an FA Cup runner-up in 2013-14. That's his biggest success. And some Nations Cup tournament winner in Republic of Ireland or something in 2011. Oh, that trophy between 4 teams: Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
Right, bro.
So man basically done nothing.
Nations rugby and that, bro. He's done at it. He's done at it. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely done at it. The guy's a bum, innit? Like, that's just how it is, unfortunately. And United have brought him in as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Like, that's what I mean. Like, United still leave a lot to be desired when it comes to being run properly, innit? Like, it's one step forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, always for them, innit?
Facts.
So we'll see, innit? Slowly, man.
Next season's gonna be massive, man, because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, even if we kind of like, you know, finish 10 points behind, that's a mad one. Even if we finish.
Saida.
Well, I've not said anything, man.
Man like Rooney, blood. Hey,
what
man,
is that true?
Man, Rooney clamped a brain and injured him in training, blood, as the manager.
Yeah, man like Waza, man. Peak
man,
Waza, man.
Rooney might get a chop, blood. I'm saying might get a Hong Kong Phillies, blood. I'm telling you, it's peak.
Tell him,
to be honest,
like, as well.
I think for Derby, he's having a difficult time in it because I think they've only got one centre back at the club and they're not signing anyone else. They're struggling to sign new players.
They've got a ban as well. They've got they're going to get deducted points as well.
He's
so another Portsmouth, that man. That's going to be another Portsmouth, mate.
Why are they getting deducted points for? What they got? Financial problem?
I think I think they must have had problems with the stadium, or they've not paid debts or whatever.
1 minute, someone's ringing off my doorbell.
Yeah,
probably expressions, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they got problems anyway. So but man's in trouble anyway, man. This guy is just comedy, man. How is he getting caught, man? Sleeping on a job, yo. Man got caught sleeping on a job. You seen it?
No, but I think those pictures were from 3-4 years ago, apparently.
Someone said Rooney's getting caught every 4 years, like the World Cup, fam. Like,
wow,
it's mad.
He's not performing. He's not performing on the pitch, man. On and off the pitch, not performing.
Definitely performing off the pitch.
Right, he's sleeping though. He's not performing. You know what I mean?
How did he get himself in that situation anyway?
They must have spiked him,
Wazza, man. At your big age, come on, Wazza.
You know the uncle. You know, everyone has an uncle where they just always nod on the sofa, and you know when they have like a family gathering, there's always one uncle.
Listen, bro.
He felt like that one uncle, mate.
Wazza's been in this game for too long to be in those type of situations, man.
Man said 12 weeks though, blood. Like, what kind of tackle, do you put in to be putting man out for 12 weeks?
Raw.
Yeah, man. You want to release some anger, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 34 million. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it said Sky saying 41, bro. You know these medias always make it up. It's probably somewhere in between both of those.
Yeah.
No, but I think from the BBC, it's David Ornstein reporting in it, and he's a lot more reliable.
But you know, this is mad, Man United signing players and nobody else is buying. I know there's a lot of time left in the window, but I'm just thinking, have we made it a bit too early? Have we kind of played our cards out a bit too early? Because now,
yeah, but it doesn't matter because we signed players in the positions that we needed them. So I'm not really. I don't really care if we have kind of gone too early, bro. I think a lot of because there's less money to spend. I think people are negotiating longer, innit? That's just all it is. Like, but I think
what's
that-
bad about
is-
going too early anyway? Like you
What's
need
that,
to
bro?
get your players in. What's bad about going too early? You need to get your players in for
but
pre-season.
my
anyway.
thing is, we've got. No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
that
because there was a
this-
tournament, man ain't gonna be in early to train
Yeah.
anyway, really.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I think
I think
like,
Varane should be back in training. Depends on the
Yeah.
quarantine restrictions now with obviously England and stuff.
No, what I'm trying to say to you is, well, we've got a bit stronger. Teams might even go more strong because if City go and get Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, and then you've got what's it called? Chelsea managed to get Haaland. Bro, it's gonna be a madness title race, mate. Absolute madness title race.
Nah, but I'm just happy in it, and shout out to all the Arsenal man that were moving hella salty on social media as well today. You know what I'm saying, talking about you man signed a washed up Varane, 28 years old. There's a reason why you left. Listen, you man are signing someone that was in a provisional Euro squad, got sent back to yard, got called back up, and there's a 10th choice centre back after Connor Cody. So that's that. You man worry about him, innit? Worry about him. And what's it called? The 40 million rated goalkeeper
Conga.
you're trying to get from
Ramsdale.
flipping Sheffield United, bro. Rams, 40 million pounds, and you let Martinez go for 25.
The thing
Terrible
is, if they
business.
are going to sign a backup goalkeeper, go get Sam Johnston. Innit? He's a lot better than
He's a
Ramsdale.
lot better than him.
Yeah, no.
Johnston is a lot better than
West Brom.
Ramsdale.
Former United keeper as well.
Yeah.
I think we let him go for like 10 million. Couple
Something
summers
like
Yeah, he
ago.
was a good keeper. By that time, we had Romero and De Gea.
And the
So
hair
he
was
was
kind
kinda
of
like-
prime, innit?
Yeah, De Gea, prime De Gea, and then obviously Romero. So he was always going to be behind the pedestal in it. So yeah, it is what it is. But Arsenal, man, they'll be looking to push on from the 8th position. So
I am looking forward to
it's
see that
improvement.
Lokonga kid, though, because I've heard good things about him. I've shouted a few of my guys in Belgium, and they told me he's legit. Like, you know what I mean? He's legit. He's a very good kid. He's a very good
Reckon he'll
footballer,
start?
obviously. Yeah, Xhaka has gone in it. Xhaka's going to Roma, so I think he'll start. Yeah.
That's good, man. Partey and the Lokonga, man. You know what I mean? The beast.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
I'm looking forward to seeing Lokonga in the Prem. Obviously, it will take some time because he's kind of skinny but very techie though, very very techie. But yeah, looking forward to seeing him in the Prem innit, for Arsenal.
Wait, how old is he?
21.
No,
He was
ain't
with
that young either.
he was with the Belgium squad, but like he never played in the Euros. Yeah.
Interesting.
But apparently, Henri put in a good work for him at Arsenal. He had a chat with Arteta. He told him like, you need to bring this kid in. So apparently, that's how the transfer came about.
No, but it's interesting though. I always like these like low key unknown signings, isn't it? You never know how.
Yeah,
they
like
work.
that play that you had in Egypt. What was that play you said as well?
Alou
That's gonna be the
Dieng.
next-
My
Alou
God.
Dieng, man.
Why laughing?
Bro, I don't know why
Where
you
is he now,
mentioned that game.
man? Where is he?
Exactly, where
Still
is
in
it, man?
Egypt.
Because the way you were
Is he
Still
still in
in
Egypt? Yeah, is he still building sandcastles? Yeah.
Oh my
Let me see. Alou Dieng.
Man said Alou Dieng, you wanted to give us that Jemba moment again, didn't you?
Bro, I remember Statman was vouching for this guy, like telling us like, nah,
Yeah,
could
man.
be a rare gem.
Wait. Hear me out. Egyptian Premier League winner, Egypt Cup winner, Egyptian Super Cup winner, CAAF Champions League winner twice. He has pedigree.
Like I said to you, Statman, I remember I was in the 5-a-side near me, yeah, and there was a guy who plays in the UAE League, yeah. I gave him the ball, and my man's tuck was down there, mate. So listen, you get me, that man.
Yeah, but then we can say we've got Brandon Williams who can't control a ball either, and he's English. So do we really want Declan Rice by that logic?
Nah, but you know what I mean.
But anyway,
I'm talking about similar players.
Wilfred Ndidi though. Wilfred Ndidi. I think Coach Cams has now accepted that Wilfred Ndidi is the guy.
Pyramid scheme.
I want to see.
I'm telling you.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jemba was dead, man. What you on about, man? It was rubbish. What do you mean? Disrespecting, mate.
It gets like that, bro.
I'm saying it was absolutely rubbish, mate. All right, man. UAE League, I told you, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
man, fuck all that, man. Do you know what I mean? Shout out everyone inside.
Do you think we'll sign a holding midfielder then this summer?
No, bruv, we're not. We're done now. Do you know what I mean? We're
transfer
done.
money
We've done
gone.
the two big names now. We might sign a fifth goalkeeper or something. We're done.
I think
You
we'll
know
sign a
that,
midfielder, yeah, but it won't be like a natural holding midfielder, which will allow us to pay the 2/8.
We're done, bro. We're done. I think we're done, bro. If we sign another player, it'll be someone that's underwhelming, like a Tom Heaton and them kind of signings. I think in terms of
He's
like
looked good
buying
though.
whoever we need, bruv, he's fucking.
We need to sell, though. We need to sell. This is the time now to sell.
Tom Heaton
man.
is just a bog standard fucking whatever.
And he looked really, really good the first 2 games though.
By
Really good
Rants'
against who, blood?
Who do you play first? QPR and what was the other team?
Derby.
Yeah, against Derby, you made 1-6 save, you know.
come on, Statman, bro. Come on, bro.
The interview was funny, though, man.
Yeah, we're still young, bro.
I respect. I respect them,
by Rants' logic, though, if we're gonna get one of the underwhelming players, we might end up with Longstaff after all, fam. And it might be the wrong one.
Sean, innit?
Because Matty's better than Sean, bruv. Matty's way better than Sean.
Yeah, but both of them are
might
still
get
dead,
an outside chance of a set like a midfielder from a different league. There might be kind of a someone
Saul
different
or something, innit?
Saul, yeah, something like that.
We've been linked with, and also we've been linked with that the fucking pure Jim Fernandez blood. You get me?
Goretzka.
The violent Goretzka like that.
Right.
That's why he calls him. He calls him Bruno.
You know, Casemiro's on 1 year left on his contract. You know.
Yeah, but the chances that he's gonna leave Real this summer is probably bare low, innit?
Who?
Casemiro.
Nah, he's
1 year left on his contract.
Nah, he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
We didn't know Varane was leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. Casemiro, best believe Casemiro was gonna play every single game with Real Madrid this season.
Imagine they let go Ramos, Varane, and Casemiro in the same summer.
Yeah,
like either they just
that's not
washed though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it happened.
Real Madrid are the fallen giants, man. I'm telling you now, man. They're finished now.
No, I don't know, man. I think they could be back with a bang next summer with the Mbappe signing and stuff.
Yeah, I think they could still win the title because Barca, I ain't trusted them to win it.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Real, yeah, they signed Sky Sports has said United have agreed a fee with Real as well. The thing with Real, yeah,
well done. You're only 3 hours late.
Yeah, I was gonna say. The thing with Real, yeah, they do sign quite a lot of like teenagers and stuff, innit? Surely now they will eventually kind of grow up, kind of thing, innit, and perform. Because they spent a lot of money from like a lot of players from Brazil and stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe we just have to see in it, bruv. But nah, bruv. The game is the game, innit? We see who we're linked with tomorrow, because no doubt there'll be a fresh name. You know what I'm saying? But we've got our business done early.
Times though.
I'm happy for the business that we've done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not excited until I see how they play, because all these names don't mean anything unless you can put them together. That it doesn't mean anything, innit? Paper doesn't win football matches.
Facts.
It doesn't win football matches. On paper, we've had a really good squad for a while, and we still haven't had anything tangible come from that. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone in the cut. Super lit. You man got anything that you want to plug coming up?
Yeah, nothing special.
Yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. You get me. Big up everybody in the building. And yeah, man, we're moving it. You get what I'm saying? United next season, big season, man. That's all we're gonna say. Expectation must be high, man. You know what I mean? Every game's gonna be a cup final.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Make sure you subscribe to the Mandem anyway. Follow them on YouTube, on Twitch. The links to their channels are all at the bottom of my channel as well, bruv. Hodge is close to 1K on there already.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're doing it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure you follow all the Mandem. What day is tomorrow? Tuesday.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm back here at 3:00 tomorrow with James, obviously, for footy talk. And then what else have I got? Oh no, blood. And then me and Hodge are back here tomorrow at 7. You get me? So couple shows on here. You lot make sure you follow the Twitch. You already know what it is already, man. Man will have an announcement coming up about that shortly. You get me? So make sure you follow that Twitch. I don't know what I'm on right now, but I mean, I'll be closing in on 10K soon, man. So make sure you follow the Twitch if you haven't already. You get me? And yeah, tomorrow, people, we go again.